Yes, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are from, wherever you are, I should say. Started this stream absolutely terribly. Can we start this again? I'm going to come out and go. Big up to everyone. Barryson Royale. How are you? You good?
Yeah, good. I've just like we were just chatting about my escapades at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium today, watching the Hotspur hunt being filmed. Just be careful with how I pronunciate that because it could come out in a different way. Hunt. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, listen, Barry, look, we thought of a little old school stream. We're waiting. Perchy and Steve have said they're joining. Perchy's a maybe, but Steve is definitely joining. But sometimes Steve falls asleep, so you just kind of never know with Steve. Barry, do you know the funny thing is I actually prefer these streams, funny enough, to watching Spurs games because there's no hate, there's no arguments. Everyone in the chat isn't getting all riled up and calling everyone negative because they've got no invested interest in the teams playing. But listen, it's been a long time since we've streamed together properly. But here you are, you're looking well, and thank you for joining me.
No, you're right, Savva, and you're absolutely right. I mean, 2 days' time, there'll be another meltdown. Someone will be in the mud. Someone will be supporting Arsenal. Someone will be a fake fan. Someone will be whatever. Do you know what I mean? Because it's whoa. What is going on, Ben? I'm not having this, mate. I'm not having this. But yeah, it is nice to, I guess to see what the Champions League is all about. Because we
used to be in it, didn't we? We used to be in this competition every now and then, and it's what we're trying to get back to. But there's let me ask you first and foremost, and there's loads of championship games as well, League One games. Savva's got an Acca, which keeps me going. I'll let everyone know what that is.
Watch, we got an Acca watch.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to put my Acca across the scrolling bar so that people can stop saying in the chat, "Who's your Acca today?" But I'm gonna see if Ben wants to come on. He might not. Ben's in love now, so Ben doesn't bother with people like me and you. He's in love.
All I can say to Ben is, did AC Milan win? Because from what I'm looking at, AC Milan still won. So you can. I've already been mugged off by Tottenham today because there were some players filming for the Hotspur hunt. Sonny was there, obviously. Archie Gray was there, and who do you think was there as another team captain? Who do you think? Who do you wonder was there to just mug me off even more today?
Tony Adams.
No, Pedro Porro. Pedro
Porro. The man, the myth, the Spanish legend that is Pedro Porro. Let's say a few hellos, shall we? Listen, Ben, if you can come on, I've sent you the link. You don't have to. I know you're too big time for us, grinding all that coffee, but you're more than welcome. Big up to everyone in the chat. Big up as well to Sean, just to say that Sean was back tonight. I don't know if hopefully you caught me on there. Some of you, good to see Sean back looking well. And, further to belief, I think it's really important that we don't have echo chambers. I think it's really important that we have a lot of different views going around this, going around the community. Let me ask you, Barry, before we have a look at some of the teams for tonight, what do you make of this new? I know the Champions League format is the same as the Europa League format. Do you like it? Do you like the whole, you just play 8 different teams rather than a group?
Yeah, because look, I think what we've seen, I guess in previous formats or previous years of the Champions League and Europa League, the group stages, normally you have 2 good teams, 2 rubbish teams, and the 2 best teams go through. They win the first 3 games, whatever, or they get 9 points and they're through. And then the next 3 games don't mean anything. Every single game now means something, because if you're looking at it now, obviously you've still got some of the whipping boys down the bottom, but for example, PSG are in 25th, so they're not even going to be in the playoff at the moment. You've got Real Madrid on 6 points, after 4 games. Now 6 points after 4 games would pretty much mean that they're probably through. They just need a draw and they'll get through, but not in this new format. They Bayern Munich are on 6 points now. Celtic are above Bayern Munich and Real Madrid. Arsenal on 7 points, City on 7 points. AC Milan are on 9 points. Just saying again for all the haters in the chat that want to come at me for Emerson Royale. Milan are above City, Munich, Real Madrid. I'm not going to mention Arsenal, but I think what's good about it is that every game matters. You're probably going to need, I don't know, 6 wins, so 18 points maybe to not have to get into the playoffs. But then the playoffs could, the way that it is at the moment, if it stays similar to what we're looking at, it's going to throw up some shocks, and there's going to be teams going out earlier than they would have done in previous years.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, Ethan. I will not be doing Arsenal watching. I won't. I was just thinking to myself, do I want to watch a game? Because I quite like the idea of watching a game, but then having the scores coming in at the same time. So I might watch a game. I don't really want to watch Arsenal Sporting, so I'll probably end up, whoever I watch, I'll be told I support that team anyway. So I'll probably end up watching. I'll start with City. I'll start with City. And then we'll go from there. But there's some big games tonight, Barry. We've got Barcelona versus Brest. Now, that's a big game because Brest are right up there. Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, make whatever pun you want from that sentence that I've just said. But they're right up there. They're fourth in the group in the league. A win tonight almost guarantees them not top 8, but definitely to go into the knockout, into the qualifier part. And we've got Bayern Munich versus PSG. Neither of them, if I'm not wrong, neither of them have started well. If we have a look,
Bayern Munich are 19th and PSG are 25th.
Wow. So again, that's a big game for whoever loses that one. Then we've got Inter Milan versus RB Leipzig. Inter Milan don't really lose games, and they've not conceded in the Champions League this season. They're the only, them and Atalanta are the only 2 clubs not to concede a goal.
Yeah, and Leipzig haven't won a game, so they've lost all 4. So probably it'll be very. I mean, look, Inter Milan are doing things very quietly, right? Like you said, they've not conceded a goal.
So guess who I put in my Acca?
Inter Milan.
I don't think is the City game on. Does anyone know?
Yeah.
Anyone in the chat? I can't find it. Am I being an idiot? Anybody?
Definitely on.
Yeah. I can't see it anywhere.
Apparently, PSG will take risks against Bayern Munich.
TNT 2 or 3. TNT 2 or 3. Let's have a look, shall we? God, you know it's bad when you've got like 4,000 sport channels. Right, where's TNT? TNT. Sunderland, West Brom's on. There you go. So TNT 1 is Arsenal. TNT 2 is Bayern PSG. TNT 3 is the Goal Show, and TNT 4 is Barcelona Brest.
Okay, I'm gonna put on. I quite like the Goal Show, but if there's no goals, it's kind of boring, right? State the obvious.
This is a Goal Show, and every game has been 0-0. I'll let you all know my Acca in a minute. I'm just seeing if I can find the game. I want to see how City respond, if I'm honest. And I'm just hoping that Sporting batter Arsenal. TNT match choice.
Man, it's also on Prime as well. Who is Man City playing Feyenoord, right?
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's on TNT. I can't find it anywhere.
Prime. It's on Amazon.
Oh gosh, no, I don't want to go to Amazon. That's long. That means going onto the internet.
I'll watch the City game then.
Yeah, you watch City. I'll watch. Oh God, I'm going to end up watching. Oh, I'm going to watch Arsenal, ain't I? Oh God. Right, I'll watch Arsenal. You watch City. And look, let's go through some teams. By the way, Acca watch. My Acca tonight, because I know everyone has got such invested interest here. By the way, yeah, if anyone is talking about other YouTubers already, come on, let's not do it. This is ridiculous. You're all adults. You're all adults. If you don't like them, don't watch them. You don't need to talk badly about them. Right. My Acca for anyone that give us a flying hoot is Burnley to beat Coventry So all the homes: Burnley to beat Coventry, Norwich to beat Plymouth, and they're 1-0 up in 3 minutes. Sheffield United at home to Oxford.
Yeah.
Wrexham at home to Lincoln.
Yeah.
Your team, Wickham at home to Mansfield.
I was going to say, are you going to chuck Wickham in there because they're 4 points clear at the top, and Mansfield are currently 10th, and they've lost.
Yeah.
They haven't won in 3, and I think Wickham are 9 wins in a row in all competitions.
Look, do you know what? Right, the last two I've got are Barcelona and Inter Milan. Let's have a look at this. Wickham have won 9 on the spin. You know what's going to happen. Inter Milan haven't lost in the Champions League or conceded a goal. You know what's going to happen, right? Just know all of these things. But yeah, I'm gonna put those teams on Acca Watch. But let's have a look for the sake of people like me as an Arsenal fan, and also I'm guessing Angus is in here. Have I seen Angus? Yeah, there he is. I've seen Angus.
He's in here. He's worried about he's worried about Gyökeres.
So he should be. The Arsenal lineup is Rare in goal, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori, Rice, Partey, Odegaard, Martinelli, Havertz, Saka. There is zero excuse tonight. That is the.
By the way,
Arsenal,
can anyone tell me what's just happened at City? Like, either they've dropped a load of flares on the outskirts, or they've had a really bad fireworks or pyrotechnics display. Because it literally just turned on, and it looks like, you know, like you're promised if you've ever done paintball, you're promised these smoke grenades will literally like fill up, and they're like amazing. It looks a bit like that, like really poor smoke grenades that you've been promised. Like, if you spend £5, mate, it's gonna like cover the whole field or whatever. I don't know if anyone else was watching it, but it just looked like, I don't know, someone probably someone had vaped or something. It just, you know, got a bit of a cloud from that, but it didn't look very good. Whatever kind of happened there, but Atletico Madrid 6-0 they won early against Sparta.
Yeah, they looked very good. I was watching it in the background while I was on Sean's show, but they've got so many good players of Atletico Madrid. I'd love to see them in the Premier League. That'd be really interesting to see how they get on. Hang on, I'm just doing this, and then
they've also got Clement Longley at centre back.
That man just keeps getting moves to good clubs, doesn't he?
He's Emerson Royale Mark II.
Can you go 5 minutes without talking about Emerson Royale? What do you reckon?
No. Yeah, I can. If no one mentions it in the chat, then yeah. Well, I mean, no, I can't. To be fair, I can't. That game, that was set up. I said to you backstage, I said that was set up today for Emerson Royale to get involved in that game. But yeah, sadly he can't because he's not there. So we moved. We moved.
Savva, if you do a Woolwich watch along, you won't. I'm not doing a Woolwich watch along. I'm doing all the scores, but I just have a game on in the background. I can't win.
He's doing it, Phil. He's doing it.
Do you know what? I'm not. I've been bullied. This peer pressure's got to me. I am going to watch Sky Sports News with the Gillette Soccer Special. There you go. By the way, the Man City team, let's see what Man City have done. They have gone with Ederson in goal, Lewis, Akanji, Ake and Vardiol, Silva, Gundogan and Nunes, Foden, Haaland and Grealish. 6 defeats in a row tonight, or are you expecting them to come out and put Feyenoord to the sword? Are they capable of putting anyone to the sword at the moment?
I mean, I don't think they could even put the sword through the butter at the moment. Based on the last, you know, I think we're all in a bit of disbelief about what happened on Sunday. Still, I think we all kind of predicted. We started the rut. We were going to end the rut in spectacular fashion, and probably thought that 4-0 score was going to be the other way round. But look, I don't know. It can't just be the fact that Rodri's not there. This is, you know, when Rodri wasn't injured last season, they scraped games, but they were still winning, right? So I don't know whether it's I don't know. I just don't know. It's just really odd for them to lose 5 in a row, to to be unbeaten in 52 games and then lose to us it's just you don't see it, right? I cannot explain what is if we can't explain what's going on at Spurs and they're the most unpredictable club, what the hell are we going to be able to predict about what's going on at Man City? I mean, it's just I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know how. If they lose 6 in a row, what the hell is going to happen there? Is that going to be the next kind of thing? The final have won 2 out of their 4 games.
Yeah.
Could they? Absolutely, they got nothing to lose.
Have a look at your WhatsApp without saying out loud. Have a look at your WhatsApp, and I want to just see your face. I mean, he can't help it, can he? He cannot help it, mate. He can't help it. It's so mad. I've not seen it, right? We're live. I've not seen it. But
yeah. It's all I'll say is rent free, and that.
I'm guessing my name's mentioned about 15,000 times with a few.
Yeah, probably.
Few of these signs. In Acca Watch, Norwich are winning 1-0, and Sheffield United have just gone 1-0 up at home to Oxford United. It's not City, is it? It's Oxford United.
Oxford United, yeah.
Mate, I can't. Someone just sent that to me, and I went, "Oh bloody again!" Like, what is this need to constantly make videos about other YouTubers?
I think the trouble is, Sav, and we said this the other day, right? If we win, certain sections of this fan base will attack other sections of the fan base. If we lose, other people will attack other people. Just we can't enjoy a win. We can't enjoy anything anymore. Instead of going, we were magnificent. It wasn't the Man City that we played in the Carabao Cup, right? With all the youngsters and everything else in. I mean, all right, we had youngsters as well, but it wasn't that same team. But it can't be. It can never be. There's always got to be a reason. Like I've said this now. If we win a trophy, there'll still be some fighting about it. It'll be, it's only the Carabao Cup,
mate. Do you know what?
You know?
The funny thing is, right? The funny thing for me is when I hear people say things like, "You've doubted the manager. If we win a trophy, you can't cheer it on." Barry, I hate to break it to people, but I remember George Graham winning a trophy and hardly any of the fan base wanted that man at the club, right? I also remember being at Wembley when we won the trophy and everyone losing their goddamn minds. I remember being at Wembley when we beat Chelsea under Ramos. There were a huge portion of the fan base that were unsure and didn't want Ramos, but we won it. Like this notion that you can't celebrate. Why? What? Why? What are we doing here?
I mean, look, I think Ange summed it up perfectly. It's who we are, mate. No, we're never happy.
Funny.
We're never happy. And look, people can have their opinion. Who cares what people say? It doesn't. I'm not going to lose any sleep if someone disagrees with my opinion or says, "Oh, I don't like that person," or this person. I said, okay, that's fine. That's your opinion. I respect that. Just get on with it. No one has to talk about anyone else. It doesn't need to be all this. Some people like you. Some people hate you. I mean, Savva, you're like Marmite. Let's be honest.
I know. I don't pretend
it's not like, some people that I speak to like you, some people I speak to don't like you, but that's their opinion. That's not my opinion. It's just all madness.
But Nick, let's be really clear, right? When this is where it goes really silly. Like when I hear some people go, "Oh, I don't like him," they don't know me. What they mean is they don't like the way I talk about football. You've spent, lucky you got to spend 48 hours with me once, and we had a good time, did we not? Didn't we have a right laugh? And
we had a good time, yeah.
We did have a good time. Yeah, we had a great time. I don't remember anyone going, "Oh, I hate Savva. He's horrible."
And also, do you know what? Actually, and we'll say it here now. We were sat there going, "Oh, I'm not sure about those guys from Last Word on Spurs." And you know what? We had a great night with them, and that was it. You know what I mean? So when you take out, I think if you took out all the football and you just left that to one side, you'll find out actually when you get to know someone or spend time with them, they're actually all right. Do you know what I mean?
I do find it funny. Yeah, listen, you're right. We met Matty Hayes there. We met Patrick. Lee McQueen. Lee McQueen was hilarious. Lee McQueen he loved it. He was really enjoying the night out, as was.
He said, do you know what the funniest line from that night was? Lee McQueen going, oh, if I could get Japhet Tanganga in an all-time 11, I'd get between Spurs and Arsenal, I'd get him in there. I'm Spurs through and through. And do you know what? You have to laugh at that because we know that Japhet Tanganga is not getting into a Spurs Arsenal 11, right? But do you know what?
Yeah.
Fair play. It was quite funny. And then you go, do you know what? That's actually quite funny. And I'll probably rate you for trying to argue because actually some people will try and argue to try and get these players in just to kind of see what the reaction is, right?
I agree, man. I agree. I just don't get it. Like I listen, are there YouTubers I watch that I disagree with? Of course. But I think it's I've said this a million times. I think it's so important that we have people. I always think this, Nick. Can you imagine, right? Can you imagine if we all agreed? What on earth would people, why would they watch us? Why would they watch us if we all went on stream all day and went, I hate him. Yeah, me too. Oh, I think he's the best player. Yeah, me too.
But do you know what? That's probably what it's been like. Like Man City fans now, they must know what it's like to be Tottenham fans, right? Because all their streams before this run and everything else would have been, oh, another trophy. Oh, we won another trophy. Another trophy. And now it's like, oh, we've actually got to talk about something other than winning the trophy. What do we do?
Yeah, their conversations were, when we were 5-0 up, should we have bought on Grealish or should it have been Doku? Do you know what I mean? Like, and now they're having conversations of, well, what does the manager do? But what I never understand about this is, like, of course, when news about Vicario getting injured drops, that's why people have YouTube channels, right? It is for occasions like that. So this notion that everyone, I just don't get it. Big up Benny K. We bullied him. I messaged him.
I've been bullied. Savva,
bullied him.
Bully Heritage TV is back again. Bully Heritage TV with fake fan Barry. It's wonderful.
Barry is a fake fan. Barry is a truly fake fan. So I'm Arsenal. Who do you support, Barry? Are you Wickham?
No, he supports AC Milan.
AC Milan.
Oh, he's AC, is he?
Yeah.
Now, who do you support, Ben?
Here it is. I've got my Juventus jersey. I support Juventus. Juventus.
You're the problem.
Yeah. I heard the rant about people saying you're not allowed to celebrate your football team. Yeah. No offense to those people, but my family pays 10,000 fucking pounds to watch Tottenham Hotspur every single season, and that's been for the last 50 grand has been paid into Levy's pockets for my family over the last 5 years. If they're telling me I'm not allowed to fucking celebrate a cup, they can sod off. They can absolutely sod off.
Ben, I can give you more enjoyment. Ben, I can give you more enjoyment for £10,000 a year.
It's just ridiculous. Oh, you're not allowed to celebrate. You're not allowed to celebrate. You're a fake fan. You're twerking. It's just a disgrace.
I'm the only one allowed to twerk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Savva's the only one that's allowed to twerk. Twerking Heritage TV.
Norwich are 2-0 up. Savva's Acca. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's all hope the Acca comes in.
Yeah, let's all hope it. What game am I going to watch? Because you've got a proper game on.
Oh!
So I've got
started now. They've had a shot. They've had a corner. Keeper's come out and dropped it onto Akanji's head, and then just City could be 1-0 here.
We're all good, Jacob. We're all good, bro. All good.
I just had Sunderland versus West Brom.
Yeah, big game. By the way, in League One, Exeter 0, Birmingham 1. Tomoki Iwata scored. Wigan are 1-0 up against Northampton. Sutton 1, Solihull Moors 0. Norwich 2, Plymouth 0. Borja Sands. There's been no goals so far in the Champions League. Earlier on, AC Milan won 3-2 away at Bratislava, and Atletico Madrid won 6-0 away at Prague. So they're now all off to the strip in Prague. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say on that one.
Alvarez is just
chopping money. Do you know how much that man has won, by the way? I think Alvarez has completed football, hasn't he?
Maybe, I think so.
Yeah, like he's won the league, the cup. He's won the league, both cups, the World Cup, Champions League, and the Copa America.
So he needs to win the Copa del Rey, and he needs to win La Liga.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Here you go. Random question. Why is Frank the only one in your logo and Stewie is left out and cast aside? Do you know what? I had this conversation with my wife, funny enough, before about like, why don't I use one of the boys? And the thing is, pugs are all so sort of scrunched up, and it would have been it wouldn't look very clear. Whereas
because it's what's it called? Because the French bulldog hasn't been done, but the English bulldog has been done a lot. And loads of people use the English bulldog as their crest.
That as well.
So yeah, it's just a bit. It's very British.
It is. There we go.
And also
very British.
Stewie's just Stewie. You just when you look at him, you're like, come on, Stewie, mate, do something. Just sitting there, snuffling along, isn't he? Snuffling along.
Stewie's lovely, mate. Stewie's lovely.
Stewie's amazing.
Stewie. Don't sit there and say Barry called out Stewie. Don't do that.
You did. You are. You did. You are.
You bully.
Stewie is the best friend you could ever have. He doesn't leave your side. Frank's a sulker. Frank's where is he? He's in the other room. He's on his own. If you go in and see him, he looks at you like Stewie doesn't leave your side. He's a lovely little
Frank.
boy.
When you say, Frank, do you want a treat? No, he turns around. People like you, Savva. People like you are the reason why this house don't work. I asked for this, and you try and fob me off with a bleeding treat. Stop twerking for the treat companies and give me some proper food.
Yeah, Frank doesn't watch Football Heritage TV. He watches all my haters instead. He does. That's what he's doing on doggy YouTube.
Frank sent you that video a minute ago, didn't he? He's just there like, Dad, look what I just found.
I love it, Jacob. Just saw Pep with his hands in his pocket.
He doesn't wear pockets though. He just wears a grey jumper, doesn't he, Pep? Like a hipster.
He always looks good though, doesn't he, Pep? Like Pep always looks like he's about to go on a date after he's managed a game. Do you know what I mean? Looks like he's about to take a woman round like an art gallery for a night out or something. He looks quite sophisticated. Barry, anything going on in Manchester? Anything happening there?
Well, it started a bit like it did on Sunday. Man City have had all the ball. They've had a couple of chances. Feyenoord with a better ball could have been through on goal. I think it's going to be a long night for Feyenoord, if I'm honest. I just feel like Man City have got a point to prove. Here comes Foden, crosses it into the box, back post. No one there. Feyenoord clear. So, yeah, it's going to be a long night for Feyenoord, I think. Man City, hang on a minute. Man City have taken it quickly. Rico Lewis and Akanji mucking about with it now. But, yeah, Feyenoord are just set up really well. And Man City, they just don't really have that, that ball that they can just penetrate through to get that goal. It's just
I'll tell you what, that was all very professional, Barry. That was literally like we were in the Sky Sports studio and we've gone over. I like those people. You know, when they go to them and they go, well, let's go over to, Sue Smith. She's at, Sunderland. What's happening? And they go, blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's been a goal. I missed it. I didn't see what happened. That's what you're paid to do. That's your job. You were paid to be there. Arsenal apparently won up at the Sporting Lisbon Estadio Jose Alvalade. Arsenal 1-0. Gabriel Martinelli and Bayer Leverkusen have taken the lead against Salzburg. Very good player. Florian Wirtz has scored for Leverkusen, and I will bet my mortgage that Florian Wirtz will not be at Bayer Leverkusen for too much longer.
He's a very good player, Florian Wirtz. He's a very good player.
Yeah, he's a brilliant player. So 1-0 to the Arsenal. They've got no excuse really. They've got a full strength team out tonight. Arsenal. The Arsenal fans in the chat will probably tell me differently, but it looks to be quite strong. What do you guys
Yeah,
make of
Raya in goal. Yeah, I mean, they got Timber, Saliba, Gabriel and Calafiori, Odegaard, Partey, Rice. Rice is back. Saka, Havertz, Martinelli. That's full strength for me.
It's full strength, isn't it? Yeah. What do you guys make of Martinelli? He's been very hit and miss, hasn't he, for a couple of years? Would you take him? Not that he's
No.
played for them, but you know, do you like him? Is he a good player? What do we make of him?
He's not the player they thought he was going to be. He sort of burst onto the scene in their first season, but he's sort of plateaued, hasn't he? He's not done what Saka's doing, which is getting better and better every single season. He's having incremental increases. Martinelli is really plateaued, and I think Arsenal next season, if they don't spend a lot of money on their front line, I think firstly, I think there's going to be a trouble for them, because I think players,
What a save!
big teams will come in for Arsenal's best players. They will don't be surprised if a big fish comes in for a Saliba or a Declan Rice at some point. Don't be surprised.
No, I agree with you. By the way, just quickly, I've got a penalty I've just flicked over to Barcelona v Brest. There's a penalty. The goalkeeper for Brest has a tattoo that goes down his hamstring and under his knee, the back of his knee. That's not why I moved over there. Lewandowski is going to step up. I think we all know how this ends, don't we?
Oh.
Lewandowski is going to take. He's got 20 goals this season already. He's about 408. Lewandowski. 1-0 Barcelona. And also, just before we get all excited about Barcelona, Atalanta are winning again. Atalanta are flying. They've yet to concede in the Champions League. I think they're top 2 in Italy, if I'm not wrong. Top 2 or 3 in Italy. And they're 1-0 up. Matteo Retegui has scored again. What are we laughing at? My tattoo comment. It just looked weird because they showed from behind the goalkeeper, right? And he's got this tattoo all the way down his hamstring and on the bend of the knee at the back. That feels like it would be terribly painful. Leverkusen are 2-0 up, by the way. Bayer Leverkusen 2, Grimaldo. So Grimaldo has scored for Bayer Leverkusen. And I'll let you guys know at half-time what Barcelona are currently top of the Champions League group, by the way, followed by Liverpool, followed by Atalanta, followed by Inter Milan. So Liverpool are flying the flag for the English teams. Arsenal in 9th, Villa in 11th, and City in 14th. And just before I hand it back to one of you, in Acca Watch, Sheffield United are 2-0 up. So Sheffield United 2-0 up, Barca 1-0 up, Norwich 2-0 up. Is the Acca on? Back to you in true box office style.
So we've just seen two chances for City. Ball's come across. Foden's whipped it in. It's gone to the right hand side. Akanji's whipped it in. Haaland's glanced it. It's fizzing towards the bottom left hand corner. Right. It's hit the post. It's hit the post, and the keeper saved it. And then Haaland's been put through. He's on a bit of a tight angle. Oh, but the ball's been given away. Hang on a minute. Ball comes across. Grealish. Oh, it's been blocked. It was going in. Grealish can't believe it. So just the Haaland chance before that, but the goalkeeper gave it away. It's Bernardo Silva. It's a poor cross, to be fair. But Grealish comes in on the penalty spot. And I think it's hit
Phil Foden in the arse.
It's hit Phil Foden. If Phil Foden wasn't there, that's going right in the top corner.
By the way, young boys have equalised against Atalanta. And this guy's got a seriously cool name. His name is Silver Ganvula Mbusi. That is a great name. And then Bristol Rovers 0, Blackpool 1. An own goal by Bryant Belongo. These are great names. I love a good name. Ben, what's that? What are you watching, Ben? What are you watching?
I'm watching the City game, and I'm also watching the Sunderland game. West Brom are on the attack here. I don't know any of the West Brom players because I have not checked the team, but it seems to be a bit of an end-to-end game. And it's just great to see the Stadium of Light as well. I do like that stadium when it's
I've been there.
Not full to the rafters, but West Brom are on the attack, and they're whipping the ball. No, they're not whipping. They're passing it around. And we'll
tell you
we'll
what,
see in a bit.
Angus, no one is paying 150 million plus.
I love this. I was about to say, Mark has said, we'll talk about this. Savva, in your opinion, what sort of offer gets Saliba out of Arsenal? In
110
true Angus
million.
fashion, he comes back in and says, Mark, 150 million.
110 million gets Saliba, I think, because he's got three
I
or four.
don't think it'll be that much.
He's got 3 or 4 years left on his deal, from what I remember.
Hang on, let's
I
have a
think
look.
Arsenal would be able to ask for 110, but I think they will get 100.
Okay,
That's
100
what
years.
they will ask, and I think
It's
they'll get 100.
2027. It runs out.
2027, 3 years left. So call it 100 million.
Barry, 100
And
million Ben's going for.
I'm going for 100 million.
Oh, Man City are just bad, man. There's so many chances. Just play the right ball. They could be 2 or 3-0 up, but they're
Barry,
just
look at this.
choosing the wrong option.
This comment is absolutely brilliant, isn't it? Yeah, every City fan under 25 is convinced. I remember City being in League One with the likes of Paul Dickoff, Nicky Weaver. You know what I mean? I remember that they beat Gillingham, didn't they, in the playoff final?
Remember when Tottenham relegated Man City?
God, what? Yes.
Les Ferdinand scored the goal that relegated Man City. Tottenham have always been Man City's club that always seems to compound their misery. It's really weird that. It's a historical thing.
100 million Ben's gone for. Barry, 100 mil?
Yeah.
I don't think it's that much. I think it's
Tottenham
85 maybe.
I feel like 75 million, because Romero only has 2 years left on his deal, and I don't think he's going to sign a new deal this year. That it's a question. Do you sell Romero if Ange goes to Romero this summer and says, "Mate, are you signing a deal with us?" And I think if Romero says, "No, boss, I'm not signing a deal," you've got to get him out of the club. You've got to preserve the value. And I think the maximum we can get for Romero is 75 million quid, being the fact that he's got 2 years left on his deal.
Yeah, that's why I don't see Romero being here next season, Ben, because he's got 2 years left. I don't think they're going to let it run down to 1.
No, they won't.
And
neither should they, to be honest, Savva. Neither should they.
No, I agree. I agree. If it goes down to 1, Ben, you're then looking at what can you command for a bloke on 1 year? 30 million tops?
50 million max for
50
Romero.
max. I don't think he's worth a lot. I don't think he's worth the 70, 80 people talk about, but I'll take it. I'll take it all day long.
It's for me, it's who do you replace him with? I would really love Edmund Tapsoba. Tapsoba would be a really good centre back for Tottenham. Leadership candidate, calm, good in possession, bring the ball out the back. I think he's the perfect. It's the guy we should have bought a few years ago. That's typical Tottenham. I like Nketiah as well, but Nketiah sort of it's whether we really can rely on Mickey van der Ven, because the last 2 seasons he's missed at least 2 months of injury. So we're gonna have to, because Ben Davies is not, although he was absolutely magnificent and he's been brilliant every time we've called upon him this year. We can't rely on a 33, 34-year-old centre back in a progressive football system. We can't. We just can't.
I kind of hope we do. I kind of hope Ben Davies is here until 2030 and he's still playing. Like 40 years of age, playing at centre half for Spurs. I quite like the idea of it. But no, you're right. On a serious note, you are right.
If we do what we did against Man City and drop the line of defence 15, 20 yards, Ben Davies can play. He has got a good football brain. He's not the best footballer in the world, but he has got a football brain and he is a leadership candidate. And that's what sometimes in football, you need players that might not be as good, but you know what? They give you a 7, 8 out of 10 every week. Yeah, like Scotty Parker. Scotty Parker. Love Scotty Parker. Wasn't the best footballer. Comes in the team, 8 out of 10 every week. Every week, 100% effort, leadership. That's what you need.
All I'm going
I
to
tell
say
you
is,
what,
for Man City fans, obviously the ones under the ones over 25. Season 1998-99 in League Two, Wickham Wanderers did the double over them. They won 1-0 at Adams Park and they won 2-1 at, I'm guessing, Main Road, right?
listen, don't you be talking about Wickham because they need to score a goal tonight. They're in my look. I've even put Acca watch on the scrolling bar. We need Wickham. They're still 0-0. Inter Milan, I'm not happy with them. They're still 0-0. Wrexham are 0-0. And who else? Burnley against Coventry. Surely, talking of Scotty Parker, surely they're not gonna let me down. But anyway, we move. Would you guys see? I would quite, for me, that's the sort of signing I think Spurs would be making. I was talking to my uncle today, guys, about we know we're not going to go and buy the best players in the world from the biggest teams, but there's a little selection of players that I would look at. He was one of them. Yeah, I'd really like I really like the likes of Cunha of Wolves.
Oh yeah, and actually, Ledley King said that earlier today about Cunha.
Yeah, really good player.
IT Bass, ITB.
No, he said we'd want him. I'm just saying that Ledley knows.
ITB right? In the Bass.
If that has any ambition, he'll get away from Lego Head. What a sentence! What a sentence! No, so the other ones were. So I really like Guehi, Cunha, Mbuemo. I like Semenyo.
Love Mbuemo. Yeah.
I just think there's players from the lower teams that really, really stand out. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to be able to go to some of the bigger teams and take their players, but I just can't.
We're not going to, are we?
We're not going, right. But Cunha, I'd be all over that. I think he's a brilliant player. Powerful, strong, scores goals, runs with the ball. If I had a front three of Cunha, Mbuemo, and Solanke, I'd be all over that. Just saying.
It's all about, because if we get another couple of wingers, like for example, if we get rid of Timo in the summer, which I don't think Timo will be here for, replacing Sonny as Mbuemo as the Sonny replacement, that is a great fit for a Sonny replacement. And someone I really like, but not as a winger, is Brennan Johnson, because when he receives the ball in the box, he puts it in the back of the net. So we should be looking to buy another creative force in midfield that allows Brennan Johnson to go closer to the number 9, which means he ends up in the box like he did against City when Werner tore through on goal. He puts the ball in the back of the net. So I would like to see us sign another right winger and make Johnson more of his natural position, which is a striker.
Forward. This is an interesting one. Big up, Jacob. This is an interesting one. Said, if we win a trophy, I could see Romero signing a year or 2 extension. Do you guys, I mean, look, respectfully, I disagree because I think this is a man that's won the World Cup and the Copa America. Yeah. For me, I don't think he's going to be bothered that we win a League Cup or FA Cup. The question is, I mean, there's a lot of talk that the likes of Madrid want him. If my bloody hell, Arsenal, they're 2-0 up, aren't they? They're 2-0 up. Kai Havertz has scored. If Romero gets an offer from a Real Madrid, a Bayern Munich, one of the big clubs, surely at his age, at this stage, you don't turn it down, do you?
All South American players want to play for Barcelona or Real Madrid. All the best South American players always went to Real Madrid or Barcelona, mostly because of the language, because they can speak Spanish and they like that sort of thing. If Real Madrid come in with an offer, Romero's going to want out. I really like Romero as a centre back if we're playing a more defensive style system. But I think he is, out of the 2 centre backs we've got, he's the more replaceable. He's the more replaceable
for sure.
Mickey van der Ven has something that Romero you just cannot teach. You can teach to defend. You can teach positioning. You can teach winning second balls and headers. One thing you can't teach is just pure raw pace, and that's something that Mickey van der. We could bring in an Edmund Tapsoba. Let's say if we brought him in. I'm not saying we're going to go for him. You can. He's already a good defender, but you can't teach the pace that Ricky van der Ven has. Romero is the more replaceable defender we have.
And the thing is, as well, if you actually I watch a lot of leagues, right? When you watch all these leagues, there's good players everywhere. Yeah. If they're scouted properly, there's good players all over France, Italy, Germany, Spain, Holland. So I don't think we've got anyone in our team that is irreplaceable. Yeah. I don't think it's like the days of when you had a Modric and went, shit, we can't replace him.
Yeah. Or
a Bale or a Kane. I don't see any one of our players. I'm not saying they're not good players, but I don't think there's anyone there that I go, how do we replace that? I just don't think there is. I really don't.
No. The only player I would actually put in that book, Savva, and in that boat is Mikey Moore. Because I think he's going to be absolutely top quality from what I've heard about him. The reason he's irreplaceable was not because of his footballing ability, is he's a footballing ability that's also an absolute massive Tottenham fan. So whenever he gets on and puts that shirt on, he's going to run through a brick wall for the football club because he's born and bred Spurs. So that's the only thing you can't replace. You can't replace like the class of 92. We talk about the class of 92. Not only were they exceptional footballers, most of them were Man United fans. So they would run through. So
absolutely. By the way, the Plymouth goal, Alfie, was scored by Mustafa Bundu. Mustafa Bundu scored. Altrincham are 3-0 up. So if anyone had York in their Acca, they're 3-0 down away at Altrincham. Just in case you did. And AFC Wimbledon have taken the lead. Matt Stevens, who I'm sure scores a lot of goals. Come on, Sam, how can you replace Turbo Vina? Guys, surely this will be Timo Werner's last year at Spurs, won't it? Like, surely he's not going to get another
Depends on the numbers. If he puts up 15, 20 goal contributions this year, they might be willing to keep him. I think we need better. I think we need an Embuemo.
Because he skinned Carl Walker, a 34-year-old Carl Walker, and he's done something right. It
depends what his numbers are at the end of the season, Barry.
I think if Wilson Odobert was not out until February, then I think that he'd be good. Like they'd cancel his loan or try and cancel his loan in January. But you know,
Inter Milan are winning 1-0. By the way, according to my
app, dance.
Yeah. That's just as exciting as I get. I know, like when I do watch-alongs, people get annoyed with me because I don't get annoyed one way or too excited the other. Like I remember, they do those compilations of the YouTubers celebrating. I messaged the guy and I said, "Could you take me off? Like I'm not that sort of guy where I give enough of a reaction." And because of that, before he took me out of them, people would go, "Oh, Savva don't celebrate," and I'm like, I'm just not a screamer and a jumper. I never have been. And
you would be if you were in the away end at a Spurs game. You would be, but that's because you get excited.
Oh, sure, but it's different when I'm at home. I'm not like I feel a lot of those reactions are very forced. But anyway, so that's as good as it gets for me, and that's on Acca Watch. So Inter Milan are 1-0 up. The goal scorer was an own goal. It was Castello Lakiba with an own goal. Walsall are beating my local team, Bromley, 1-0. Walsall. And Walsall is in the Midlands, not...
Walsall.
Not
you mean Walsall? Not Walsall?
Walsall.
In Poland, mate.
Walsall. Yeah, Bromley travelled to
Geography Heritage TV at it again.
Yeah.
It's like the Calgary and Calgary, right? Is that one, isn't it, Ben?
Yeah.
Cagliari.
Cagliari, yeah. Cagliari and Calgary,
Calgary's in Canada.
Yeah. Is it only in the UK that Inter is called Inter Milan? I don't know. I've only lived here, so I don't know. What do they just call them Inter elsewhere? Then do they?
It helps. You can call it both ways. Most fans will probably just call them Inter because everyone because no one's going to say Internazionale because that doesn't roll off the tongue. But it is Inter, and they are in Milan. So
yeah, Inter Milan. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it is Inter, and they are in Milan. So it is.
Still in the Champions League, Man City are 0-0. Inter are 1-0 up. Bayern is 0-0. Barca are 1-0 up. Leverkusen 2 up. Sporting 0, Arsenal 2. So the sporting magic we saw the other week is not in effect. Is it even worth me asking Angus how Arsenal are playing? Will I get a fair representation, or will he just glorify it that they're the best team in the world? Angus, how are Arsenal playing, mate? Are you world beaters? Are you winning the Champions League this week? And there's been another goal, I'm led to believe, there you go, Atalanta 2-1 up away at Young Boys. And again, listen to this for a name. This guy's just scored an own goal. David von Bournemouth. What a name that is.
Good name, yeah.
Great name.
I need to bring back some old... we need to come up with more footballers like Nicola Berti. You want to watch Nicola Berti play?
Yes.
I love Nicola Berti.
Yeah, I agree with you. Let's just
free the right side is right. Italians will call them Inter, and instead of calling them AC Milan, they just call them Milan. So it's
Milan.
They call it Milan, yeah, Milan.
Just quickly, so Arsenal at the moment with that 2-0 lead are into 7th. Inter Milan are now top of the Champions League group. Obviously, Liverpool have got to play tomorrow at home to Real Madrid. I'm going to be doing a watch along for that on Big Up TV, bigup.com. If anyone hasn't seen Big Up, I really like it. It's a really good platform, and I get to pretend I'm a proper football pundit with lots of arrows and circles and stuff. It's really good fun. Leverkusen are 3-0 up. Florian Wirtz again. Florian Wirtz with his second of the night. We're at the stage, aren't we now, with like after 5 to 6 games, you will kind of know who's got no chance and who's definitely through. But I do like this format. I do. It's growing on me. On me.
Yeah,
it's really good, isn't it?
Yeah, I agree. Danny Shittu, great name. Used to play for Charlton. I want to say
Bolton as well, right? Yeah, Bolton.
Yeah, Danny Shittu. My favorite game is European Dictator or Football Player. I don't know what European Dictator is. That sounds fun, though. I'd love that to be my job title, the European Dictator.
Some people think you are a dictator, Savva, already. Dictatorial Heritage TV.
How many different brands of Football Heritage TV do we need to have? It's literally just take any horrible word, stick it in front of Heritage.
Scumbag Heritage TV.
Yeah.
Next one.
Wanky Heritage, you know.
Fretting Heritage TV.
Oh, God. Yeah, so someone sends me a clip the other day and said, what's this at this moment in? And I just see someone talking about me doing that in their YouTube channel. I'm like, what is wrong? Like, why does my football opinion annoy so many people? Utter madness. By the way, a former Arsenal player has just scored for Atalanta. They're 3-1 up at Young Boys. Sayed Kolasinac has scored. Yeah, so Young Boys are taking a hell of a beating at their ground at the moment. 3-1.
Gasparini. Is this Gasparini's swan song at 67 years of age? Surely he can't manage that much, but his teams are just brilliant to watch.
Yeah.
They are brilliant.
Yeah. I love this. Yeah, effing hell. Neither PSG or Bayern could hit water if they fell out of a boat. It's strange, isn't it? Because Bayern Munich, I mean, they got hammered by Barcelona's kids, didn't they? Got absolutely hammered by them. They lost to Villa at Villa Park, but they're flying in
Bundesliga,
in the Bundesliga. Fine. So at least Kane's going to get his. I think Kane's going to get his league title this year, right? Yeah. I think he's going to get his.
I think the star of football that Vincent Kompany is trying to employ works in Germany, but I don't think it works in Europe. You do have to have 2 different styles of football. Yeah, it's like Man United. Man United is actually the perfect example. when they were playing under Ferguson, in the Premier League, they would always play 4-4-2, and Ronaldo would join, and it'd sort of be like a flop-sided 4-3-3, but Ronaldo would be playing either off the right or off the left. When they went into Europe, they always went to 4-5-1. Ronaldo would always be up top on his own, and that's when he'd play Rooney either in an attacking midfield. That's when he'd bring Park Ji-sung into the mix, who'd do that extra running and closing that. You do have to have two different styles of football when you're. I think that's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons I really loved Harry Redknapp when we had him in the Champions League, because we played Premier League pace football. We were playing fast paced, two wingers, two wing. We were playing, and nobody could handle it. With one wing we had Bale, one wing we had Lennon, and then it was great. It was.
I love you. You know my feelings of Redknapp, Ben. That was my favorite era. I loved the setup. I liked the team. I loved the gang. Remember we had Nico, didn't we? We had Nico back. We got Nico and Crouchy and
Luca, Charlie.
Let's get the gang together.
It would work so much because those back four, you had Asuakoto playing left back, who would tuck in. Then you had Luca, who would play either on the right or at centre back if either one of the defenders were not fit. They would create quite a compact back four, and then just say, Gaz, Lennon, just go for it. Just go like that.
Yeah.
And you couldn't handle it.
Well, did you hear? I don't know if you guys heard this. So, Patrice said, by the way, most of the games at the moment in the Football League are at half time. So all of the Championship and League One games are half time. The Champions League games have got 10 minutes until half time. Patrice Evra was on, I think it was on the Rio Ferdinand podcast. Was it the Rio? Yeah, on the Rio Ferdinand podcast.
Does he still love this game? Oh,
does he what? Okay. They said, who was the toughest player you played against? And he said, one that I want to give a mention to, he said, is Aaron Lennon. He said, I could never switch off when playing against him. He was constantly running in behind. He was so quick. And do you know who he said, Barry, was his most difficult opponent, Patrice Evra?
Who?
Have a guess. I know you've got to have a guess. It's a guessing game, Barry.
It's a guessing game. Patrice Evra. Who was Patrice Evra's
toughest opponent that he faced?
John Terry. Steven Gerrard.
John Terry. It was James Milner.
James Milner.
He said James Milner. He said these were his words. He said he followed me everywhere. He said if I'd gone to the toilet, he would have followed me there as well. He said he just went through you. He followed you. And yeah, I just thought that was very, very interesting. And yeah, big up to Liam in the chat. Ed Emma said so close from Yao Neves. I guess that's Yao Neves of PSG, right? Liston Hines said, I just found out that Young Boys women's team is called Young Boys Frauen, which is literally means young boys women. Feels a bit kinky. Young boys, women. Yeah, let's not go down that path. Here you go. Ian said,
God, City again, man. They are more frustrating to watch than Tottenham Hotspur. They literally counter-attacking. Phil Foden twice in about 5 minutes as a case of the Timo Werners and forgot that he was a footballer. They're just choosing the wrong options. They're trying to make it perfect when they just need to play the simple ball. And here comes another chance. Who was that? Nathan Ake coming with a header. Man City, this game should be about 4-0 now, and it's still 0-0. And Feyenoord, they're going to nick a goal here. You can just see it coming. It's so close again.
Do you know what? I get the feeling at some point, I mean, obviously we know Man City are not in form. They're not playing well at all. At some point, they're going to batter somebody. It's going to click, and then they'll get their confidence back. But I can't write them off yet. You know what I mean? There's still a long way to go. But by the way, I'd like Liverpool to win it. I'd like to see somebody that's not City, and I don't want Chelsea to win it. We can't, under any circumstances, have Arsenal winning it. So by default, does that kind of mean it's got to be Liverpool if it's not City?
yeah, I mean,
Because no one else is. We're not going to win it. United are not going to win it. Newcastle and Brighton are not. Like, it's got to be Liverpool, isn't it?
well, yeah, I mean, it'll be a happy household because the wife supports Liverpool, so she'll be happy, which means I'll be happy because at least I can see
We
what
know
it's
what
like.
it means.
No,
We
no,
know
no.
what it means.
What I mean is, it means
Yeah.
I can look at someone and go, "Oh, that's what it's like to win the Premier League. That's what it's like to win a trophy." Oh, I've never experienced that for however many years. It's almost like it never happened. So it would just be. I mean, I wouldn't hear the end of it, but that'd be the other issue. So
Here we go. Look at this. Have you seen this?
yeah.
Young. Sounds like the order Barry puts me on business.
What number on a Chinese menu or a Thai menu is young boys women? What number would you put it as?
Have to be 69, wouldn't it? It would have to be, wouldn't it? It would have to be.
Well, I don't know, 619 maybe. I don't know, with a little.
Unbelievable. By the way, Atalanta are 4-1 up. The third goal has been now given to Charles de Ketelaere, who I think is a good little player. And the fourth goal, again, Matteo Retegui. He's having a really good season. Bayern Munich, I'm led to believe, led to believe, purely because someone wrote it in the chat. Bayern Munich, I'm led to believe, are 1-0 up. And the goal scorer, I'm also led to believe from someone in the chat, is Kim. The man keeping Eric Dyer.
No, it's Bayern Kim. That's his new name, Bayern Kim.
Bayern Kim. Kim.
Sorry, Kim Min Jae, yeah.
Kim Min Jae has scored. Sav, I said the same thing yesterday on panels that maybe the embarrassment of losing to Tottenham would be a catalyst to spur on City into champions form in the league. Look, the thing is, everything about it, doesn't it, Jacob, suggests that it won't happen. But we've seen them down the years, and I think
penalty City.
Penalty to City.
I need to see this. Sorry. Let's see what's happened.
Go for it.
It's a bit of a mess. Feyenoord captain's complaining, saying, "What was that given for?" Let's see. He's checking VAR as well. Pep's got the old highlighter and the marker saying something else. Let's have a look at this. So Gundogan, it falls down. Haaland kicks it. I'm not sure about that.
Let us know in the chat.
Is
it a penalty? People in the chat, yes or no? I've not seen it. I've got Tim Sherwood explaining it to me with the sound off, and Barry explaining it to me with the sound off.
Right, so the ball's headed down. Haaland kicks it away and literally a split second. The captain from Feyenoord kicks the bottom of Haaland's foot. Haaland goes over like he's been shot. VAR are having a look at it. I'm sorry, for me, that's absolutely soft. Absolutely soft. We're just waiting for VAR. I couldn't, again, and VAR have said stay with your on-field decision. When you go and watch it,
is it
I
soft?
don't know, that's soft. That's soft.
So the form City are in, can anyone see? I'm guessing Haaland's going to take it. Can anyone see Haaland missing? Because didn't he miss in the last game against, in the last Champions League game against Sporting?
I don't know.
Yeah, he missed a penalty at 2-0. He missed a penalty at 3-1, I think it was. He missed a penalty.
I think the trouble is, the more you see it, the more you slow it down. But when you see it in real time, I mean, he kicked the bottom of his foot, but I don't know. For me, that's not a penalty these days. These penalties are soft as anything.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Football's ridiculous. I've seen a comment. Again, big up Alfie. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen the goal, but for me, I think football does need to shut down for a bit, come back and restart. Some of the decisions that I've seen over this weekend with handballs and penalties are just so soft. So soft.
Like when you're making a tackle, right? If one person gets the ball before the other and it's like split second like that, then obviously, do you know what I mean? I just cut some of them. Here comes Haaland. He steps up. 1-0 City sends the keeper the wrong way.
Scored.
And
there you go.
probably deservedly, City are winning 1-0. I mean, it should be probably 3 or 4, but yeah, let's see. I think that again, I do think it was a harsh penalty, but once the referee's given it, it'll be hard to overturn it. So yeah, he's scored, and well, they deserve to be leading. That's all you can really say.
Have you? Thank you. There you go, Barry. That's all. That sounded like Forrest Gump. That's all I can say about that.
That's all I can say about that.
Talking of Forrest Gump, did you see my picture, Barry?
Did I what? Savva Gump. I've got a problem with that picture. For some reason, you're like in The Exorcist. Your head's the wrong way around.
I know. I said to because I actually said to Ben, could you the famous picture of Forrest Gump sitting on the bench? Could you possibly put my face on it? In that picture, Forrest Gump's actually sitting like that. In this picture, he said like that.
I think Ben's clever enough to do a little video of that scene with your face on it. If I'm honest,
yeah,
that's what Ben. If you're listening, then you need to do it, sir. He's probably on the phone to young Mickey being in love.
Do you want to see the video Ben made of me twerking for Arsenal?
Yeah, let's do that.
Hang on, let's see. Ben makes some great videos. So look, I'll show you this. Here you go. Look, this is so ridiculous. Look, wait for it. Hang on. I want to show you this, but without all my other pictures at the bottom going on screen. Hang on. Let's start that again. Look, wait for it. It's hard because there's no sound, but he keeps making these videos about me. Ben does. It's brilliant. Oh, how we laugh.
Yeah, there's one. Have you seen the one? Have you seen the one of me and Jim in Home Alone?
No.
Oh my God.
Were you the robbers?
Yeah, in the house, and we get smacked when they get hit on the stairs with the tin cans.
Oh man. Hang on, let me see if I can find. Hang on, where is it? If I can get the one of me twerking, it's ridiculous. It's somebody proper twerking, like the backside going in the air. Ben, when he comes back, might have it on his computer that he can share with us. But he's really good fun. Savva Gump. I said to him, "Can you just change it to Savva?" And he left Gump in there. I was like, "Okay." Arsenal are 3-0 up. Arsenal having a field day. And it's going to mean that people like Angus are going to be unbearable. The third goal was scored by Gabriel. How much is Gabriel worth, Angus? We know that Saliba's worth 150 million plus. How much is Gabriel worth? But Arsenal 3-0 away at Sporting. That's a big scoreline, isn't it?
That's a very big scoreline. But so they're probably winning the Champions League now.
Sure.
So that's what Arsenal fans normally come out with when they get a result.
So Angus, you think that Saliba is 90 million pounds better than Gabriel? 90 million pounds better. That's a lot of millions.
60 million pounds. Sorry, Angus.
Oh, here he is.
Well, do you think he's more?
No, he's about 50 million. Max 50 million.
Oh, I don't know. I think he's a good centre half. I don't know. Ben, have you got any of those?
Oh, I thought you were saying Gabriel Martinelli. Oh, shit.
Ben, the video of me and Jim in Home Alone. Have you got it? Can you bring it up?
I can't because it's Home Alone. So that'll get what's it called? That'll get copyrighted.
Have you got could you bring up the video of me twerking with the bum for Arsenal?
Should I send it to you? I can't bring it. I can find it.
I showed everyone the Savva Gump where you made my head look like an exorcist.
Brilliant. Savva Gump.
Mama always said Spurs was like a box of chocolates. That's a great film, by the way.
Love
great
that film.
I could watch that. Oh, do you know what? The more you watch that film, let's have this chat while it's half time. The more everybody in the chat, you've all seen Forrest Gump. If you haven't, there's something wrong, right? How much of a bitch is Jenny in Forrest Gump?
Oh,
yeah, she's the baddie in the entire film.
She's awful. She treats that man like crap until she's dying. And
Oh
Forrest.
no!
Oh,
How do I do it?
just show it on screen.
Yeah, I need to share my screen. Share
go on,
screen.
Yeah, present it and I'll share it. This is brilliant. You gotta laugh.
Ready?
Yeah. Look, there's Angela.
Oh, Ben, where is that one? Where's that Home Alone one? I'm trying to find it.
I asked Ben to send me one video, and then for about an hour that night, Ben just sent me about 15 videos of me and Ange. Oh gosh,
He's coming for you, mate. He's going to outsmart you, and then he's going to shoot your ass.
oh, how we laugh, Oh, good times, good times. Who remembers when you were allowed to banter on YouTube and everything wasn't so serious? I remember those days as well. What else did I have that was quite funny? By the way, so it's half time in the Champions League games now. Arsenal 3-up, City 1-up, Bayer Leverkusen are 3-up against Salzburg. Inter Milan 1, Leipzig 0, and Young Boys 1, Atalanta 4. Don't forget Atletico Madrid won 6-0 and AC Milan won 3-2. And if I'm not wrong, Milan, did Emerson score?
No, he came on and they conceded 5 minutes later.
But they won, Ben. No one remembers what happens.
History is written by the winners, right? Barry.
Yeah,
they do the
exactly.
Ethan. The Family Guy cutaways are the best thing ever invented on TV. They're absolute, and if you know, you know.
The one I did, I've done some brilliant ones with Savva of the cutaways.
He did. My favorite cutaways on Family Guy, though, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty.
Conway Twitty is brilliant.
For no reason at all, they just go to this old guy and his guitar singing. I just love
Conway Twitty, my guy.
Yeah. Have you ever watched any programs about Conway Twitty?
No.
Conway Twitty, if anybody doesn't know this in the chat, it's a true story. So Conway Twitty was like the world's biggest country star at the time. And he owned, like Michael Jackson had Neverland.
Yeah.
Conway Twitty, this is true. Google it right now if anyone doesn't believe me. Conway Twitty, he had Twitty City.
Yeah.
He had Twitty City. And then when he died, all of his children took each other to court over who should have taken what in the will. It's a brilliant watch. Conway Twitty, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Conway Twitty.
Conway Twitty, that's a bit before my time, country music-wise.
Oh, mate, it is mine as well. But Family Guy. What happened, Ben? When I first started watching Family Guy, they kept doing this cutaway. So I thought, let me Google and see if Conway Twitty's a real person.
Yeah.
And then when I did, I was like, Jesus, this guy's huge. Like, he was a mega star.
Massive, Family Guy really sparked my love for Korean pop music. Remember when they flew out when they went to Korea because they wanted to see that. It re-sparked my love of Korean pop because I loved K-pop years ago and I still love it. But it's sort of
I've sent it to you, Savva.
It phased out for me. After watching that episode, I love K-pop. I'm going to start listening to K-pop again. The K-pop's great.
If I show this Home Alone video, will I get demonetized, Ben?
Possibly.
Don't.
It's a great video. Jim, Kate, Nick, Gary Mabbott's in there for some reason.
Yeah.
Who's that after Gary Mabbott?
It's Mickey Hazard.
Mickey Hazard, yeah. It's like, what's going on?
Brilliant.
By the way, in better news, on Acca Watch, so Burnley 1, Coventry 0, Sarmiento with the goal. So if anyone cares, not that you should, in my Acca, Burnley, Norwich and Sheffield United are all winning. Barcelona and Inter are winning. I'm waiting on Wrexham and Wickham for 3.7k. 3.7k on 2 teams. You just know what's happening, right? You know. You just know one of them will win and the other one will draw. And this isn't even a cash out one. This was one I did at the bookies. Norwich in Acca Watch are now 3-1 up. Come on, Wickham and Wrexham. Some people saying they preferred American. I loved American Dad as well, but I
love American Dad.
I don't know. Family Guy just did it for me.
The cutaways are what puts Family Guy over American Dad for me. I think American Dad has got some really good characters. Roger's amazing.
Roger's great. Roger's great.
For example, I don't like Steve. His voice really grates me. BTS, not my group. Not my group, BTS.
What is wrong? What is wrong? What is wrong with Steve? He's probably a McDonald's
for me.
with an apple pie doing American Pie things to it.
Steve's voice, I don't like it.
Bryce, absolutely. So just so you know, about 7-8 years ago, I cycled around the country for charity, and we cycled to every single Premier League club at the time. And I'd never cycled before. So I got a bike and started training, like doing like 50 miles a night, because we were doing 150 miles a day for 11 days straight. And I called my bike Lois. I just thought I'd share that with you. My bike was called Lois. And then I called one of my dogs Stewie. But the best thing about Family Guy is just how mean they are to Meg at all opportunities.
It's brilliant.
Just shut up, Meg. I just loved it.
It's a real it's because Mila Kunis is brilliant. Mila Kunis is brilliant. She's very funny, very intelligent woman,
and she's fit.
And she's walking down the road, and people will just go to her and go, "Shut up, Meg!"
Shut up,
and
Meg.
just say it to her face. And just say it to her face. Shut up, Meg.
Shut up, Meg. Yeah, I love it. Oh no, it's just brilliant. Like Brian is just a horrible character, but amazing. Like, he's so obnoxious and Family Guy. If anyone hasn't seen it, where you been? You got to watch it. By the way, Watford are 1-0 up against Bristol City. I think Watford are flying high at the moment.
And then they'll sack their manager 5 minutes later.
Watford are currently 7th, Savva.
Who?
They're 7th, but a win tonight puts them into the playoffs if other results go their way.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. It's Tom Cleverley, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tom Cleverley is the manager, yeah.
For now, until next week.
Until next week. Yeah. Oh, they're just showing the goal here. This is the best thing about Gillette Soccer Special. They show the goals of the championship games. Go on, hit it. He did hit it. Great goal. That's a really good goal, That's a really good goal. For anyone who's watching Sky.
I think with Jacob going after people for their cartoon choices, I think everyone's going to be mad at me for what's it called? Modelling this current look on Velma for Scooby-Doo. Got the square glasses and I've got the orange jumper. Big up, Velma.
Oh.
Velma's great.
To be fair though, Ben, well, there probably will be someone in the chat that would.
Everyone questions me anyway, Barry.
Lovely things to you, Ben, but not for me, mate. I'd still go with the cartoon over you, mate. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Look at this. Both Scooby girls could catch it. To be fair, I mean.
Daphne. Do you remember when they did the real life one and Sarah Michelle Gellar was Daphne?
Yeah, and they made what's his name?
Fred was Freddie Prinze Jr.
Freddie Prinze Jr. I used to look like him when I was at college. Just so you know.
No, you didn't.
Call me Freddie.
And in the second one, they put Velma in the second one. They put Velma in a very tight latex suit. Like that wasn't going to send all the parents mental.
Absolutely. Mark, I tell you, I'm waiting for the day that I get my phone call saying, would you like to present Gillette Soccer Saturday? And I'd say, yeah, only if I can bring my own mates on. I don't want any ex-pro. I don't want Merton in the studio with me.
I would watch that over like the pro.
Do you know what would be funny though? Steve has to be on delay so that we literally would do the conversation, right? And then we go, oh, this has just happened. 2 minutes later, Steve's like, oh my god. Yeah, Steve, we know, mate.
No, he'd go utterly mental. It's brilliant.
Oh. How we laugh. How we laugh. By the way, Strasbourg Steve was meant to be here tonight. He's just not. You know, he just always does this. He has these sleeps and doesn't turn up. Right, what's going on with your team, Wickham, Barry? Because I could do with they've won 9 on the spin, and then I put them in my Acca.
Just have a. They're down the road. If it was warm enough, I'd have the windows open. I could hear the roar when the goal goes in. But don't worry about Wickham Wanderers. Don't worry. It's Wrexham. Wrexham is the game that you need to be worried about, mate.
Well, at the moment, listen, both of them, if I need 2 goals for 3.7k, I'm trying to not show how bothered I am by this, but inside there's a little bit of me going, oh, I could do with $4,000. Do you know what I mean?
I could do that.
Savva's like, yeah, so kids, you know, Band-Aid 40 was released. Savva is just playing his inner Bob Geldof now, giving it the old, guys, I would love that Acca to come in. It's a great cause that would help this, that, and the other.
Christmas fund.
Forget the great cause, guys. I need the $5,000 to pay my bleeding tax bill.
Oh, well, you're the problem, Ben. Don't give it to Daniel Levy. Give it to the tax man.
Well, it's going to go to the tax man.
Sheffield United, who are in Acca Watch, are 3-0 up. And Raksaki has scored. I think he's on loan from Palace.
Gregor Raziak.
What a signing that was. Dagenham and Redbridge are winning, if anyone cares. Dion Pereira with a penalty, just in case anyone had.
That's a good name as well. I want everyone to put in their favourite name of a footballer. Doesn't have to be a good player. Doesn't have to be a bad player. What is their favourite? I think I'm going to start this. My favourite name of a football is Charlie Daniels. I love that as a name of a footballer.
Charlie Daniels. Every footballer you came up with Charlie and Daniel together.
It's so old.
No, do you know what, Ben? I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry, mate. I disagree with you. I can never trust someone that has their name is 2 first names. I can't trust someone like that. Why would you do that?
No, but Daniels isn't a first name.
Well, it's close enough for me.
What, like Nick Barry?
No, that's not a real name.
If it was Barry's,
No. So there was a guy like Lawson Spencer. He used to be someone that I used to work with. He was an absolute dick as well. But because you can call someone Lawson, you can call someone Spencer. I can't trust anyone with a name that's two names as 2 first names as their names. I'm sorry.
I knew someone at school.
It's like cheese. It's like cheese that's got bits in it or different colours. I can't trust it. I'm not there. Cheese, one colour for me.
Oh, yeah, I'm not a fan
I knew
of that.
someone at school that had a second name as his first name and a first name as his second name.
Well, there you go. Weird. Exactly. Them as well. Those people are the problem.
Yeah, that's weird.
It was really weird.
Let's look. Everyone in the chat, give us the best name of a footballer. We'll come up with a few, but the one that straight away comes to mind is Ricky Van Wolfswinkel. That's a
Wolfswinkel is good, yeah.
Van Wolfswinkel. Let's have a look in the chat. So we've got Alfie Con. Jacob, for some reason, loves Adara Traore.
He loves the baby oil.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Nakamura's not a footballer, Angus. He's a wrestler. Shinsuke Nakamura is not a footballer.
Danny Shitu. We've got Max Power, Phil Babb, Oscar Bob. Eugene's gone with a basketball player called Grady Dick. I love that. That's a great name. Mikey Moore sounds like a character Stan Lee would create.
Yes, he would.
More. Muzzy Is It. I remember Muzzy Is It well. Alan St. Maximum. Yeah.
That's a great name for a footballer.
Chikorito. Stevie Archibald. Pierre Van Hooijdonk. Yeah, the Dutch have got some brilliant names, haven't they?
Venegor of Hesselink. Shane is now done. Venegor of Hesselink.
Rod Fanning.
Come on, it's got to be. I got a great one. Taribo West.
Kanye's cousin. Yes, Taribo West.
Well,
do you remember?
Wasn't there got Mbelelo Mabuzela?
Oh, Mabuzela. There's some great names.
Linvoy Primus.
Well, for Rochdale, Robbie Tinkler has just scored. If your surname was Tinkler, what would you call your kid to make it funny? Willie
William.
Tinkler. So childish.
We're
So
so childish.
So childish. Look, Tony's bringing out some big guns. Tony's
Socrates
bringing out
is a good name.
Zico and Socrates. Stefan Kuntz. Yeah, Stefan
Yeah.
Kuntz. He was a good player. Richard.
Marco van Basten's a great name. If your name is Marco van Basten and you're a crap footballer, you would still get games because your name is Marco van Basten.
Oh.
Yap Stam is another one. If you ever had to call your name after Yap Stam's a centre back's name.
That's very centre backist.
Yes, Yap Stam is the name of a centre back.
Oh God! You know that video that was posted earlier by the person that posted it.
Yeah.
All the replies now people are just sending to me. It's just like calling me a wanker and a cunt and oh my God.
I mean, but I mean they're not wrong. But yeah.
But that's all it. By the way, Sporting have pulled one back. But like, this is what happens. YouTubers make videos about others. They say that people need thick skin, but I'm just getting sent all of these images of me being absolutely berated because I was on Sean's show. Nothing negative was said. We had a good old chinwag.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's absolutely madness how horrible people are. I don't know what is wrong with the world. I just don't get it. Sorry. I really don't get it.
People need to, I said it at the beginning of my show yesterday. I just think people need to stop being twats.
I just don't get it. Like, all I've said is this. If you do not agree with another YouTuber, fine. Make your videos different to that YouTuber.
Yeah. Provide
a different content. But when all your content is purely bitching about other content creators, you're not a creator yourself. You're just moaning. Like, have a football conversation. Do you know what I mean? Have a chat. Have a laugh. Like, I don't know why it always needs to be.
One of the reasons when I set up my channel, 2 years ago, so I didn't want to do football content. I wanted to provide a place where people can come to my show and have a relax, be away from the stress of the world. And then Barry turns up and stresses you out. Yes, that is.
I don't take anything seriously, and I just want to try and have fun.
That I've never wanted for people. People don't need to be horrible to each other. We're in a mental health epidemic that's absolutely incredible. It's a very difficult world, especially if you're a small business owner now. But it's a very difficult. It's a very difficult world. It'd be nice if people were just a bit nicer to each other.
But Ben, it's over. Let's be fair. Most of this is all over. Somebody saying, "I like that manager. I don't like that man." Like, do you know what I mean? This isn't over anything. When we go to bed tonight, Ben, and you're still going to be the manager. The tactics are still going to be the tactics. Spurs still beat Man City 4-0. We're going to wake up tomorrow. Nothing's changed. I don't understand this constant need to make videos about other creators. It is, listen, if two people have beef, if me and you, Ben, have proper beef, right? And you have a pop at me on a video, right? And I'm thinking, no, I hate that guy. I might have a pop back, fine. But what we're doing is we're trying to create fake rivalries that don't exist.
Oh, 2-0 City.
Yeah.
Take it away, Barry.
So prior to the corner that just came in, so what's his name? Savinho?
Savinho.
Savinho's taken the shot. The keeper's made a great save. It's come out. They've taken the corner quickly. It's been headed to Gundogan on the edge of the box. He's volleyed it. It's taken a wicked deflection and just wrong-footed the keeper.
Sometimes you need that, don't you, Barry? Sometimes you need a bit of luck, and City haven't been great today. From what I've seen, that's horrible. Sometimes it's what you need, isn't it? Sometimes when you're in a rut and you're not playing well, you need a bit of luck.
Not only has it got a deflection, it's nutmegged the goalkeeper on the way through. It's like, but to be fair, City deserve to be, like I said, this first half, they deserve to be 2-0 up. Gundogan, who's come back, not been the same player that he was before he left. And it's looking like a real uphill battle now for Feyenoord in this second half.
Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, we just need to be nicer to each other. It's only football. It's only football.
It's mad. It's absolutely. The thing is, what happens is, we all know who we're talking about, right? He makes a video, and then for the next 3 days, I just get people bombarding me with, "Have you seen what he said? Have you seen what he said?" It's like, oh my god, like it doesn't affect me anymore. Like,
stop
okay,
breaking the rules, Savva. You're not allowed to talk about other people's Savva. Hypocrite
It's
Heritage
madness.
TV.
Yeah, what's this? Football Heritage guidelines? What is this?
Football Heritage Hypocritical TV.
Oh, Savva, one more result going your way, and it's going there at the racecourse ground.
No,
It's Wrexham.
Wickham for 3.7k.
It's an
Wickham.
own goal down at the. Oh no, it's not the racecourse. It's the Stockeye Rat. What the hell is that name?
Isn't it our ex-player that scored it?
Derek Guar.
Oh no, sorry, didn't. Why did I think it came from us? No, I don't know. Oh my gosh, I got 6 winning and 1 drawing. 6 winning and Wickham. I said to you before the start of the stream, Barry. They've won 9 on the spin. You just know this won't be the 10th.
Just breathe, Savva. We got 20 minutes plus added time. Wickham like a late goal. Don't worry about it.
Whoa. Who's John? I don't know who this is aimed at. We don't do it here. John, we don't. Dude, I love you. You're a mod. We don't do that here. This is exactly what we don't like. We don't do that here. We can have a laugh. We can chat football. We can bemoan it. But let whoever this is about, please not. Every single person in this in anyone is allowed on my channel.
3-0 City.
3-0 City, Erling Haaland.
Who scored?
Erling Haaland. Ball's gone out to the right wing. Savinho, whatever his freaking name is, crosses the ball in. Haaland slides in, left foot, bottom left-hand corner. 3-0 Man City, game over.
Yeah, game over. I'm turning off the Sunderland West Brom game. It's boring as crap.
It's boring as crap.
Could you possibly put on the Wickham game?
I'm going to put the Wickham game on.
Oh mate, I'm so Wickham for 3.7k. Like, we're not even talking about 300 quid here. Wickham for. By the way, the others will have to keep their lead, but Wickham for the Acca. Oh my gosh, could we be witnessing something magical? Or let's have a look. All right, the stats in this game. Wickham have had 58% possession, 6 goal attempts, but in the second half, no goal attempts. That's encouraging, isn't it? That's good. Go on, Wickham.
Yeah.
Here we go. I've got the Wickham game
listen,
on.
Jacob, you're always welcome in my chat. You know that. Listen, I think what people have to understand, Jacob, is like, look, me and you have very different football opinions, Jacob. But we talk away from YouTube, and we talk and we laugh and we joke and we smile and I think people have got to remember it's a football club. If Spurs went into administration tomorrow, none of this would really matter. Do you know what I mean? Like, who cares? When I go to bed tonight, I don't think about
Jacob is the best person at making pancakes on YouTube, and that's a fact.
Yeah. Oh, no way, Gus. No way. No, you haven't. No, you haven't. No way. No way. Savva, if you win 3K, your wife having that? No.
No, Savva will say, I want 300 quid. I want 300 quid on an Acca last night.
Savva gets 3K. He's got to start paying his main moderator because I'm getting shots every 2 minutes.
You deserve it, Ben.
I need to pay for security now.
You deserve it, Ben. God, the stream's a bit ropey in the Wickham game. It's only down the road. What's going on? Probably
Can you run down there and do it live for us? Could you stream the game live onto?
I could go and stand on the hill, Savva, and above the ground and just wait. No, I'm not. It's freezing cold. You must be.
Yeah,
mad.
take us with you, Barry. Turn the stream on the phone and then stream the game through your camera, and then we can actually watch it. We can watch the football through your phone.
It will literally take me 5 minutes to go down there.
Atalanta are 5-1 up at Young Boys. Charles de Ketelaere with his second of the game. Oldham are 3-0 up against Boston. Josh Stones. Kyrell Lisby has scored for Braintree. Do we know if that's son of Kevin? Must be. Well, no, it doesn't necessarily have to be, but Kevin Lisby. I remember seeing him score a hat-trick against Liverpool at the Valley.
Yeah.
That's how many years I'm going back. Wickham Wanderers, the only one in the Acca not winning. All the others, though, other than Norwich are 3-1 up at Plymouth against Plymouth. Sheffield United are 3-0 up. All the others are winning by the odd goal. So, oh my gosh, just Wickham. How can I watch Wickham play football tonight? Hartlepool are winning 1-0 if anyone cares. And Barnsley are 2-2. Norwich are 4-1 up. Norwich are 4-1 up against Plymouth. Plymouth, who are very good at home under Wayne Rooney, and they are the worst team in the league away under Wayne Rooney.
Wayne Rooney from Tottenham manager.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Where are these Champions League games? Let's find it.
Come on, Sporting.
It's done.
Do you remember when we had that Acca when I needed who beat Copenhagen, beat Man United, but they were losing, and then they got 2 goals in the last sort of 15 minutes. That was, what do the kids say? Limbs everywhere. Norwich 4. Borja Sands has got a hat trick for Norwich. They're just showing the goal now. Norwich haven't won in about 6 games as well. Good ball out to the left, cut in, hit it. I say hit it like I didn't know he was going to score. 4-1, great goal. Wickham Wanderers. Barry, could be the end of our friendship. This could be the end of our friendship. Just saying.
Okay.
That's what he gets for going. He's too big for us, Savva. He's too big. He went on the Hotspur hunt.
Wickham, right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 in a row. But before that, so in their last 11 games, they've won 10 and drawn 1. They're top of the table, and they'll go 4 points clear of Wrexham if they get a goal.
Yeah.
I can't believe this is happening.
City passing through final like a hot knife through melted butter.
Got City?
Yeah, they're going through them like it's mental. Final would have been really poor. They've not been good tonight.
Sunderland have scored, but it's offside.
Oh, for God's sake.
It's offside. Isidore has scored, but it's offside. Let's have another look. Was it offside? I don't know.
Savva loves VAR confirmed. Savva loves VAR. VAR Heritage TV. Here we go.
I don't know. The defender's kind of wrapped around him and his foot's kind of. No. I'm sorry. I like the days when the benefit of the doubt went to the striker. Oh, Rich, don't. I mean, you know what? Normally I do it on my app, but I was actually out earlier. Went past Coral and thought, I'll do it in Coral. And then as soon as I'd done it, I thought, why have I done that? Like, I can't. Right now, imagine being on 6 winning, 1 drawing for 3.7. I'd be able to cash out a fair whack. But yeah, this is all on Barry. If Wickham.
Yeah, absolutely. All blame Barry.
All black. Everyone in the chat, put in 5 words what you think of Barry. In 5 words. By the way, I've opened you up to that one, Barry. Ousmane Dembele has been sent off for PSG. PSG down to 10 men with 35 minutes to go. Marley Marshall, that's a good name. Marley Marshall has also been sent off, not in that game, for Braintree. Not quite Bayern Munich, PSG.
It's funny that all that attacking talent that the Bayern Munich have, all that attacking talent they've got, and Kim Min Jae scores. So something's not going right for Bayern in the Champions League. But sometimes it's what you need.
I'm so. I we'll get to the 5 words when a few more of them get in there. Sorry. Now all of my attention is now clearly on Wrexham, right? I'm now like, sorry, on Wickham. I'm like, all of my attention is like, come on, Wickham, come on. I'm just looking at my app for it to say, you know, when it says big chance, big chance. Come on,
Yeah.
Wickham. Come on, Wickham. Have they had a shot in the second half? They've had a shot now in the second half, which is nice. They've had a shot. Right, here we go. Let's see. Hashtag all blame Barry. Absolutely. Sexy, beautiful, scintillating, scary, and loving. Yeah, but can you now describe Barry? Not just 5 random words. Now describe Barry. Top bloke, questionable football takes.
Yeah.
He's going to say a McDonald's chicken nuggets eating machine. A machine. Yeah. Oh, Coventry have equalised at Burnley. Oh, my gosh. It's off, guys. It's off. It's off. It's off. It's off. Let me just sulk for a little bit. Bayer Leverkusen 4, Salzburg 0. Patrick Schick with a goal. And apparently
he's a good player, Patrick Schick, isn't he? He's been around for a while.
Penalty to the Arsenal. Burnley 1, Coventry 1. Burnley have got 15 minutes to find a goal, but Wickham need to find one as well.
Yeah.
Where
Savva is in the mud. In the mud, Heritage TV. His Acca is in the mud.
Hang on, is it in the mud? It's been saying big chance for about a minute. Like, it's just flat. Like, you know when... Do you only heard that? Can you see on the game where it's just flashing?
Yeah.
That normally means there's been a goal, but now it's flashed off and it's still saying 1-0. We're back. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. I know you're all worried for me. We are back. Wickham Wanderers needed, all right? Apparently, Burnley didn't concede to Coventry. Come on, Wickham. Oh, it's not off yet, Mark. I like that. That's what I like. That's what I like. No mental monster
it's like the quad, Savva. It's just like the quad. It's on until it's not on.
Oh, God, yeah. James, yesterday we did a show, me and James. The number of people in the chat saying Phil Foden's rubbish. And you're like, what are we doing here? What are we, like, Phil Foden, someone came in the chat and said, I've never rated Foden. He's overrated. You're like,
wasn't he player of the year last year?
He was player. Yes. Yes. Ben, can you imagine if a Spurs player won player of the year? Hang on, they're showing the Burnley Coventry game. He's off. Lino made a correct call. The Lino put the flag up.
Call, Lino.
Well done,
Lino.
The Lino put the flag up. Norwich are 5-1 up. Norwich are 5-1 up. Bromley, let's all doff our caps to Bromley, who have come from behind at Warsaw in Poland, and they are now 2-1 up. Bromley on tour. Barcelona are 2-0 up as well. I'll let you know who scored that in a second. The Arsenal are 4-1 up, I'm led to believe. A Bukayo Saka penalty. And the first Bromley goal scorer was Cheek. And if anyone knows Bromley, that is their top goal scorer. Cheek.
What a cheek.
What a cheek. Or turn the other. Danny Olmo. Danny Olmo with the goal. Wickham are in the 80th minute.
Oh, my God.
Shut up. What?
No. He had a header. Wickham had a header 8 yards out, and the guys just headed it up in the air.
You know what you've got to do, mate. You know what you've
Where
got
are you
to do.
watching it?
It's on Sky, I believe.
No, I'm watching it on. I'm watching it on my thing, my phone.
On what though? That didn't answer a thing.
on my IPTV that I don't have.
Barry,
I'll be back.
Barry, you know what you need to do. You
Right.
need to do this for the rest of the stream.
Yeah.
Just like you did the Arsenal game.
Yeah.
Kevin De Bruyne is getting ready to come on the field of play.
10 minutes to go.
Oh yeah. Oh, Chris Checkins. Oh, there you are. Yes, Chris. I like refs when it helps me win money. But at the moment, Chris, it's not, is it? Because Barry's Wickham Wanderers can't score a goal at home.
My Wickham Wanderers, the club that I know.
Norwich are 6-1 up. By the way, Burton 0, Charlton 1. They're just down the road as well. Charlton, Connor Coventry. So they're 1-0 up. Burnley are 2-0 up against Coventry. Talking of Coventry. So, oh my God, this is all on Wickham. This is all on Wickham Wanderers.
Mansfield are making a triple
Can you not cash out, Savva?
No, it was done at the bookies. Oh my God.
So actually, Savva's the problem because he's tried to go old school rather than doing it on the app. Yeah.
I know. You know what it is?
Nothing comes good of going into a bookies.
This is when we get Perchy voice. What are we doing here, Savva?
What are we doing here? Savva, what are you doing? Yeah,
what are we doing here?
Exactly. Where is Akinfenwa? Absolutely.
Akinfenwa.
Oh my!
I remember when Wickham came to Spurs a few years ago, and he was up against Toby and Yan in their prime, and he still gave them a game. It was a great watch.
Morton Barley, cheers, Gary. Thanks for that helpful comment. Just think what your cash out would be. Yes, let's just all imagine what the cash out would be. Yes, I'm guessing it would be quite high, but I don't think this is going to happen. Birmingham City are winning 2-0 as well. Jay Stansfield, so Exeter 0, Birmingham 2. Junior Moraes has scored for Dagenham and Redbridge, and Coventry 0, Burnley 2. Conrad Egan Riley with the goal. This isn't happening, is it? It's 83 minutes gone. So 7 minutes plus stoppage time. Oh, I could cry. I'd rather, when you lose an Acca, you'd rather like 4 didn't come in. You know what I mean?
I had that once, Savva. I did a pound on 10 results, and the last result was the 5:30 game, Southampton Chelsea. I obviously chose Chelsea, and Southampton beat them somehow. And it was like 890 quid off a pound, and I was like, outrageous. One team, you're right. You just want 5 to just to be done by half time if that's what's going to happen.
Oh mate, yeah, I'd rather 3 of them were losing. But 6 wins and a draw is just
That's heartbreak.
What minute are you in on your stream, Barry?
I'm in the 84th minute. I'm pretty much there or thereabouts.
Right, I'm just loading up my tablet to get the old the IPTV going. Sheffield Wednesday 2-0 up at Hull. Michael Smith with the goal. Wickham. I hope Wickham. I hope if they don't win today, I hope this is the downfall of their season. Like I hope they go on like
they're top of the league at the moment.
Yeah, like a 10-game losing run.
All blame Barry.
All blame Barry. All blame Barry. All blame Barry. Can't believe this.
Come on, Wickham. Wickham, put him in.
Come on, Wickham. Knock on wood, everyone. Knock on wood.
Sorry, I know this has kind of turned into a stream just to see if I've won an Acca or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let's get all the hate for them unless they score. Yeah,
Wickham wankers. Wickham wankerers. Let's do that at Wickham.
Exactly. 3.7k even.
Yeah.
3.7.
Barry owes us all a Nando's and a bell set.
Oh, I can't believe it. Anyway, Dagenham and Redbridge 3-0 up. Yeah, we said that one. So Sheffield United are 3-0 up. Norwich are winning 6-1. Arsenal are winning 4-1. Atalanta are 5-1 up. City are 3-0 up. Inter are 1-0. Bayern 1-0. Barca 2-0. Leverkusen 4-0. So it's all happening. It's all happening. Well, I think the thing is, Chris, their home form is brilliant. So I can't see that they would sack him, if I'm honest. Their home form is brilliant, but yeah.
Yeah, you're only in it for the money, Savva. You're only in it for the money.
I know, mate. I know.
Not a real Wickham fan. Fake Wickham fan TV.
Fake. That sounds like a good name of a channel. Fake Wickham Fan TV.
Barry, get on it, mate.
No, it's too small time for me, mate.
Oh.
I don't associate with people like that. I just associate myself with scumbags.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Wickham, for God's sake. What are you doing that for? Pushing the guy. The Wickham player just pushed the guy out. The ref lets play. You're getting absolutely clattered by that player now.
What's the exact minute where you are?
Go on, Wickham. Oh!
Right, I hate you.
It's a foul. He's just turned it. The Mansfield player 6 yards out. He's just had a bit too much pressure, and instead of directing it into the net, he's put it over the bar, but the ref's given a free kick to Mansfield. It would have been easier to not push him in the back and see where that ball ricocheted.
Brilliant. It would have been easier to not foul and score instead. Yeah, that's exactly what we want to hear. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. I could cry. Everybody cry, and cry. Never mind. You know what? Worse things have happened, right? Worse things have happened. Hang on, where are we? Let's get down to featured matches. Now let's go to there you go, soccer. Top leagues. There we go.
Wickham. Come on, Wickham.
It's not going to happen, gents. It's not going to happen.
And by the way, James Flower, if you're still here, what happened to Emerson Royale? Well, Milan won. So all those haters are in the mud yet again.
Yeah.
Don't forget, he had Mbappe and Vinny Jr. in his pocket. Wickham are making a substitution. They're bringing off their leading scorer who just signed a new deal this week, Richard Kone, and I think they're bringing on.
That's good. That's what I want to hear when they need a goal. Take off your top goal scorer. Good.
They're bringing on Hanlon, who's known for scoring late bangers, as so I've been rightfully informed.
Those exact words, late bangers. Yes, I believe you, Barry.
Talking about good names of players, Oldham are 4-0 up against Boston. Mike Fondop Talum. That's a good name.
Yeah, that is a good name.
And look like they're going to play it long.
Bayer Leverkusen 5, Salzburg 0. Alex Garcia, who they signed from Girona in the summer.
Ouch. Salzburg.
Oh, this ref is giving anything. They're touching the player and they're going down. Mansfield have come here for a draw. They've come here to ruin Savva's Acca, come here to ruin Savva's night. Yeah. And the ref is, well, I don't know what kind of hairdo that is, but he looks like he's trying to sign up for Love Island, I think.
What minute are you, the exact minute and seconds? And where you
88:49.
Okay, I've got Bet365 open. I've got the app. You know where it says attacking, not attacking, and it's not 89:24.
Wow,
how desperate! I'm just like,
you're going to be the problem here.
By the way, Cambridge 1. Oh, that's a great name. Cambridge 1, Bolton 1, Sully Kai. That's a good name. I like that.
Good name. What I want to know is when did people's hair become an insult?
What?
Like people insulting other people's hair. I was I'm calling this 2014. I'm calling it. I was at a gaming event in London called Gfinity, which was professional Call of Duty. Yes, I was one of those people watching professional Call of Duty.
Professional Call of
Duty. It's a great watch. And you could say a lot of what they do is they insult each other to try and flow them off their COD game because it's a team sport. And this English boy, there was one of the leading English teams versus the best team in the world at that point. He could come up with any name under the sun. But he just stands up and goes, "You lot have got terrible haircuts." It's just like, but every single person in the building bursted out laughing because it was just so uncouthly like random.
Uncouth, that's a good word. There's 4 minutes, by the way. 4 minutes of injury time at Wickham. Man City have conceded. Man City 3, Feyenoord 1. Anis Haj Musa has scored for them. And there's 3 minutes of the 4 minutes of injury time to play here. And the Fulham goalkeeper, who I think his name is Rasfazioli.
Pep Guardiola's got
Fazioli.
Feyenoord have just scored. And I completely and utterly missed it. But Pep Guardiola, even though he's 3-1 up, has got his head in his hands. Probably because he knows that Feyenoord are going to reverse sweep them. It's going to be 4-3 to Feyenoord at the end
Go
of
on,
the night.
Wickham. Let the play go on, ref. What are you doing? Wickham were clear 3-on-2 and you blew up for the foul. What are you doing? Wickham are going mad.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe what I've just seen here at Stoke. Oh my God. The back pass was played to the Stoke goalkeeper, who was about 5 yards outside his box. The striker was going to nick it and take it. So the goalkeeper, who knew he was out of his box, just picked it up anyway. He just picks it up. He's about 3 yards outside his box and he's just dived on the ball. That's got to be... What are you doing, keeper?
I think Jacob's confused about my restless leg syndrome. You can see when I sit here, I've got restless leg syndrome. So I apologise, Jacob, for my restless leg. I can't do anything about it. That is a medical issue.
Medical issues.
Medical Issues TV. Here we go. It's the next name.
MITV.
Yeah.
Wickham have got 90 seconds. Can't believe it. I cannot believe. I said in jest, Barry, before the game. I said, didn't I?
I was referring to.
They bloody scored. They've scored.
Wickham have scored.
Wickham have scored. They've scored.
Get it there, Wickham. Get it, Savva. Now you can celebrate like a crazy man on the internet.
No, because there's games that are still 1-0.
Hang on.
Wickham
Let's
have
just look at
scored
this.
in the 94th minute.
Ball comes in. Oh, the keeper's made a mess of it. He's made an absolute mess of it. The Wickham are going mad. There's people on the pitch. There's crowds on the pitch. There's subs on the pitch. Savva's going mad.
Limbs.
There is limbs everywhere. This goal, I'm not even kidding, right? So the guy, he's just put a speculative cross, right? He didn't mean it. He'll come after the game going, "Oh yeah, I've been practicing it in training," and he's just literally short throw. Left back has just pinged it into the edge of the back box. Hanlon's laid it back. And number 10 just put it over. The keeper's just misjudged it. It's gone over his head into the goal. It's 1-0 Wickham. Oh my God, Savva, you see this goal?
I think Wrexham
we're going all praise Barry. All praise Barry. Hashtag all praise Barry.
So if I'm not wrong, Burnley are 2-0 up. Sheffield United have finished. Wrexham has finished. Norwich are 6-1 up. I think I'm safe on that one.
Yeah.
Barca are 2-0 up. It's Inter Milan and Wickham who are both winning by 1. I've just seen it. I've just seen it on Sky Sports. I've just seen Leahy. They're going nuts. Well done, lads. Well done.
Well done.
Now nothing silly.
Barry. All praise Barry.
Jimmy, you can't cash out when you got a slip from the bookies, mate. It's not quite how it works. Oh my gosh. Hang on. That means I'm going to have to go over to Inter Milan when this game finishes.
Inter Milan Heritage TV.
This game's done. Fazio Ravioli, or I'll call him Ravioli for now. It doesn't really matter. He's done a Jordan Pickford. He's fallen on the ball. 94-30, 94-31.
Finished.
It's finished.
So Wrexham done. Sheffield United done. I reckon I can get rid of Norwich at 6-1. Burnley at 2-0. Wickham's done. This is all on Barcelona and Inter Milan. I'm going over to Inter Milan, people. You're going to have to keep me up to date with all scores. I'm going to Inter Milan. Where can I find Inter Milan?
Savva's going to be buying us all presents.
Arsenal are 5-1 up, by the way. I've just turned over. They've scored.
So can I just say, people, what we've learned in 2 Champions League watch-along games is don't come on and slate Barry, because you did it last week, and Barry was proven right because Milan owned Madrid in the Bernabeu. And currently, with 9 minutes plus stoppage time left, Barry could also be proved right again. So Barry is currently the lucky person to have around you.
I've now put onto the TV, they're in the 81st minute, Inter Milan at home to RB Leipzig. I mean, now, oh my gosh.
I can't watch the Inter game, unfortunately.
I've got it on. So it's that, and I just need Barcelona to not concede 2 at home to Brest.
If Brest do that, we can finally say that Savva... Oh, City have conceded another!
They have. 3-2.
They have.
City,
Finals are going to win 4-3. Pep Guardiola's got his hands in his pockets. He's in the mud. Can you imagine if City go from 3-0 to 3-0 at their own ground after what happened at the weekend? What are we going to call him? Hashtag Pep Guardiola clue. Pep Guardiola clue.
Pep.
Hands in his pockets. Don't know what he's doing.
Inter on the break. They've got a 3-on-3. Come on, Inter Milan. Give it to Thuram. You give it to hit it. One more. Hit it, you greedy. Hit it. And now they're on the break. Leipzig are on the break. I think this is a pender.
He's not.
Someone take a yellow. Someone take a yellow for Savva. Savva will pay the fine. It doesn't matter. Do you remember when he was it 15 quid or whatever you get booked on a Sunday?
Yeah. Pep Guardiola clue.
Hang on. Oh, he's cut in. Oh, that's brilliant. I'll tell you the one good thing don't put the mockers on it. I was going to say at least Inter Milan have got the best defence in the world, which they have, by the way, but that's not me making it up.
Inter Milan are the only team to not concede
Shut up, Barry. Shut up, Barry. Shut up, Calls. They're the only team. How many clips are people going to have? So we're Wickham fans, Inter Milan fans, Norwich, Burnley. Feyenoord, the Feyenoord goal has gone to VAR.
The Man City goal's also gone to VAR, and I think they're going to chalk this off, unfortunately.
That's what he just said. That's what he just said, Ben. Keep up.
I'm too busy saying yeah.
Oh,
correct.
Dearie me.
Oh, no, it's been given. It has been given.
3-2. If anyone likes Scottish football, Hibernian 2, Aberdeen 3. Aberdeen have scored in the 96th minute away from home. 83 minutes gone here at the... Are they still play at the San Siro?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why I would think otherwise. Yeah, they still cool. Yeah.
Well, AC Milan and Inter are in the talk. There's a bit of a war going on at the moment because Inter and Milan are they're desperately trying to move away because the way stadiums work in Italy is the football teams don't actually own the stadiums, bar Juventus. Only Juventus own their own stadium, and I think there's another team that does own it. I can't remember which one it does, but only two teams in Italy own their stadiums. So AC Milan and Inter are in a war with the provincial, and they basically saying we're going to die as a football club if we don't make some of the money from the tickets and the food. So they have made a purpose-built 46,000 seater stadium that they're going to both move into, and it's just that the council, because it's Italy, so they're deliberately trying to block them building a new stadium, and they're trying to make them stay at the San Siro. But then 2 football clubs are saying, we're not staying at the San Siro unless you spend hundreds of millions of pounds on it, because I don't know if you've been to the San Siro recently. It's a
Not
shithole.
recently.
I
Can
love
I be honest? I
love
got
that stadium. It's
confused
a
about
shithole.
3 minutes ago in this story. I got confused a long time ago. Can I just ask a question? Why
Yes.
don't they just build a £1 billion stadium like Daniel Levy does?
Because I don't have the money.
Neither does Daniel Levy. I'm joking.
Do you know what, Savva? They were talking. I said we were up in the Stratus Lounge on the West Stand earlier, and they were. I said, "What is going on with that Sky Bar, Sky Lounge, or anything else?" And they said, originally they were going to turn it into a nightclub, so that after the game you could go up there and have. It was going to be linked with the Ministry of Sound, and I said, "Why have they not done it? It's just empty space."
You would never. As someone that's got a brother and father that's in town planning and council, you would never get that through a council. You would never get that through the council ever.
Come on, council. We want a nightclub. You can't sing that at any other football club, can you?
Yes, they can. Yes, as you know, one of the other teams I support, apparently, when I worked at Chelsea have got a nightclub underneath the stadium.
That's the difference, Savva. The nightclub's underneath the stadium. The Tottenham nightclub would be on the top of the stadium, so that would be a health and safety risk. You would never, and also that would, of course, go through the amount, because it would be. It's weird.
Could you imagine walking out? All of a sudden, you just give it the old way over the balcony, down to the pitch.
Massive health and safety risk. Massive health and safety risk. You would never get that through planning. You would never get that through planning. It's hard enough, but not to be nasty, but Shoreditch is 25 minutes from the stadium. Why the hell would you go to a nightclub at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium when you can get on the train from Northumberland Park or from White Hart Lane and go directly into Shoreditch, where all the best clubs are, where all the best restaurants are, where all the best wine bars are?
Sorry, I'm in a kind of the last 3 minutes of here at the San Siro, and the bum is the proverbial.
Savva, it's like giving birth. Savva, breathe.
Get some ice chips. Ice chips, Heritage TV.
Ice chips.
Inter Milan are bloody good. I'm going to give them that. They look so rock solid.
Yeah, Bastoni.
They look so rock solid. Don't concede. Yeah, Shoreditch is a great night out.
Yeah, I know
bloody
you like.
expensive.
I know when you were drinking, so you used to like Vagabond's in Shoreditch, which isn't bad.
I love Vagabond. Vagabond's a great little wine spot. Hang on,
my favourite wine spot is a little. This is a plug for you guys. If you know Shoreditch, where the High Street station is, go slightly further on, past the Pret a Manger. There is a little wine bar there. It's called the Shoreditch Wine Bar. It's round the back of the It's so Shoreditch. It's fantastic. If you want to go get wine in Shoreditch, that's where you got to go. Wine Bar Heritage TV.
Savva doing a live watch along from the bookies. Shall I make a video of it?
Oh, final to score again. It's 3-0.
Is it?
3-0.
Is it 3-0?
It's 3-0. Pep Guardiola's in the mud.
Oh, wow.
Sack him.
Wow, that's madness.
Get him out. His hands are in his pockets even more now.
He's just signed a new contract as well. What is going on at City? Wow. Anyway, I'm more worried about what's going on at the San Siro, if I'm brutally honest, at the moment. Good evening, Chloe. Hope you are well. Chloe, we're all celebrating because we're not celebrating. We're about 3 minutes away from 3.7k on an Acca. So good evening to you and your Crystal Palace team.
We didn't go to a Chinese restaurant. We went to an Indian restaurant, and I absolutely got no idea where that was.
We're into the 90th.
I've got no idea where that restaurant was. What a disaster for Man City. Final are going to win 4-3.
That is crazy. That is mad. I suppose when you're in bad form, you are in bad form. All the people saying he's not getting, he's got so much credit in the bank. He's not going to get sacked, is he?
Imagine doing that, going from 4 league titles in a row to losing 6 games in a row.
Wow.
Madness. Pep, you've got to adapt, mate. Pep's got to adapt. He's too stubborn.
Yeah, he's got his hands in the pocket, hands in his pocket. See, this is what we should do. We should laugh at things like this. No, Mojo, he shouldn't get sacked.
Sack him. Sack him.
Right, by the way, Barcelona are 3-0 up. It is all on 4 minutes of injury time here at Inter Milan. 4 minutes of injury time.
The longest 4 minutes that you'll ever face in your life.
Oh, Jack Grealish has just hit the bar. He's just hit the bar. I'm liking not watching Tottenham. It's great. It's exciting.
Inter have scored, but the refs pulled it back for a free kick. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest. It wasn't a free kick. Even if I am biased, it wasn't a free kick. It wasn't a foul. It wasn't a foul.
Oh,
genuinely, I don't think it was a free kick, but that's a 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Barcelona's full time. It's all on Inter. It's all at this. What they don't call it. They call it the Stadio Giuseppe
Meazza, yeah. Stadio Giuseppe Meazza.
All right, San Siro.
Barry, next time we got to go to Milan, Barry, and I've got to take you to Luini's for a Panzerotto.
Go on, slip him in. Slip him in. That's a great ball. Go on, son. I'm going to buy an Inter shirt. Go on, Mkhitaryan. You Arsenal so-and-so. Oh, it's a goal kick. 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
I got 1 minute on the UEFA Champions League app. Who's sending me messages? Go away. I mean, it's important.
2 minutes for the tightest defence in Europe to not concede. I'll tell you what, though. How impressive is that? If they do win this, 5 Champions League. Go on. Oh, Thuram is a powerful bugger up front, isn't he? He is powerful. If they win this 1-0, 5 Champions League games in a row without conceding, that is good going, isn't it?
Yeah.
Am I on loan at Inter? I will be in 90 seconds for sure. I'll even change my logo tomorrow on the channel.
Inter Heritage TV.
Why are people saying 2-0 Inter?
It's not.
They're behind.
It's not 2-0. There is 1 minute and 10 seconds left, and RB Leipzig have the ball. They've gone out wide. I'm going to commentate. They've gone out wide to some floppy-haired guy who's done a little Cruyff turn. Keep going backwards, but he's going to pump it forward. He's pumped it forward. Win that. It's knocked on, and Bissek has just absolutely wellied it. Good old John Smith, absolute wellied that. That's what you want. It was a welly. There are 45 seconds to go. My year has been so shit. I just know what's going to happen. I just know it. There is 35 seconds to go. Leipzig are attacking. Don't whip it. He's whipped it in the box and it's been cleared. Have it again. It's gone to the halfway line. Chase it down, Thuram. Chase that down, you nutter. Come on. There are 20 seconds to go. Thuram, no, don't ever do a back heel there. There are 10 seconds to go and Leipzig have got the ball. They're going to whip it in. Oh, no. Everyone's going to see me so sad at the same time.
Yeah. Savva and broke Pep and Leipzig broke Savva.
It's a goal kick. It's a goal kick. The 4 minutes are up. It's a goal kick.
Savva's going to celebrate in a second.
Oh,
Oh, it's a goal kick.
yeah! Full time. It's full time, Savva.
Is it? It's
Yes.
full time. What a great bet. Wonderful. Oh, wonderful. Wunderbar. Different country, but absolutely wonderful. So I'm so happy. My cheeks hurt. I'm so happy. Let's go through. By the way, it's still playing at Manchester City. I don't know if anyone's watching it. It's still playing in Bayern Munich as well.
Savva, we've made it onto Sky Sports, mate.
Have we?
Yeah, tonight was the night. Now you clip Savva
Yeah, check your WhatsApp, mate. We've made it onto Sky Sports.
What have you done?
Not me. Paddy's just sent it to me.
Can you imagine the whole of the country watching that? Ben, thank you, mate. I know you need to jump.
Yeah. I'm just putting my link in the
me...
chat so people could sub if they wish to on the way to 1K. So
yeah, please do. Please do. Please get over to Ben and subscribe to him. Please do. I think we should share the love, share the wealth. Ben, have you whacked it in there? Right. How many you want, Ben?
Sub to the coffee company and all stuff.
There you go.
Oh,
how many you want, Ben?
Give me an ange. That's how Jacob says ange.
How many subs are you on?
I am on currently 709. 709.
Guys, there's 140 people still in here. Can we get that to 750? Can we get 40 people smashing this link, please? Come on. Ben's come on, give us his time. He does a lot for everyone in this community. So please smash that button. Ethan Bates has made it 3.7K plus a $5. Big up, Ethan Bates. Thank you so much. As I said, all I'm saying is we've never seen Ange bottle a 3-0 lead against Feyenoord at the Etihad. Yeah. Listen, but do you know the thing is, someone will clip this and take it the wrong way. The more Man City lose, the less impressive the wins are against them, right? Everyone's beating them. I'm joking.
Savva's mudding everyone.
I'm joking. They're still playing in Bayern. Please listen, Ethan. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. It's still every game has finished other than Bayern Munich versus PSG, which should be finished. They've gone over the injury time. Yeah, Savva, very negative. Very negative.
I'll catch you later, everyone. See you, everyone.
Take care, mate.
Have a good evening. Ciao.
Take care. And I'm gonna wrap up the show in the next couple of minutes anyway. I just want to check. Burnley definitely won. So did Norwich. So did Sheffield United. So did Wrexham. So did Wickham. So did Barcelona. So did Inter Milan. And Wickham Wanderers in the 94th minute.
What did I say, Savva? Wickham scored late goals. You were all trying to mud me, Savva. Wickham is Barry's the problem. Well, Barry's not a problem for the second time. Here we go. Royale smashes it in the Bernabeu 3 weeks ago. Tonight, Leahy smashes it at Adams Park, and Savva's got 3.7K.
Oh my gosh! Before we leave, Barry, would you like to respond to Jordan?
What is your obsession with over Royale? Unfortunately, Jordan, if you've only just seen me, then you've missed out on 90% poor content and 10% probably good content from myself. I just love that he is against football in diversity. He constantly proves people wrong. 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, however long it goes, I come onto the stream 1-0 down. Milan win 3-1, and just Mbappe and Vinny Jr. in his pocket. Tonight, he came on. Emerson Royale hate. Savva wins a bet. So if you keep giving hate towards Emerson Royale, you are going to, well, unfortunately, not win 3.7K. You're not going to witness Milan owning the Bernabeu. It's just to have a laugh, just to keep fun, and he's pretty good at dancing. But what can we say, Savva? Two times in a row I've come on a stream and I've instantly made it better. One from Milan and two for you winning 3.7k after getting all the hate. So keep coming with the hate and good things will happen. And that's why I love Emerson Royale.
Bobby Andrews, yeah, tonight you missed it. Look at the Acca running across the screen, 3.7k in the bag. Big up, Bobby Andrews. He certainly proved all the people who said he'd be a great signing for Spurs wrong. Go on, Chris. Love it. Absolutely love it. Adiz has said, sorry I missed the show, Savva. I'm busy with college. I'm 17 and studying architecture. Good luck to you, my man. Good luck to you. It's good to have good to get a qualification under your belt, my man. So stick at it. By the way, the Champions League, Inter Milan are top, Barca second, Liverpool third, Atalanta fourth, Leverkusen fifth, Monaco sixth, Arsenal 7th, Sporting 8th, Brest 9th, Dortmund 10th, Bayern 11th, Villa 12th, Atletico 13th, Milan 14th, and Manchester City in 15th. PSG are currently in the elimination bracket. PSG have got 4 points from 5 games, so they are currently in the elimination bracket, and Celtic are in the knockout playoffs as it stands, but still 3 games to go, plus all the games tomorrow night. Guys and girls, join me tomorrow night. I might do it again on here. I'm not sure. I might do it on Big Up. I'll let you know. But guys and girls, listen, Barry, thank you for coming on. Really appreciate it, mate. Really do appreciate it.
That's not a problem, Savva. And like Savva always says, the cream always rises to the top, and that's what's happening in the Champions League format.
Slowly into Barca, Liverpool. Yeah, slowly. Inter Milan, the greatest team the world has ever seen, and Wickham Wanderers. Everybody, thank you. Hope you enjoyed it. We all had a bit of a laugh. That's what it's about. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow. I've actually got a possible stream in the afternoon with Sean on my channel. So stick around for that. Well, don't stick around now. Join us tomorrow for that. Take care. I'm knackered. I'm off to the bookies. See you later, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.